black dice, and
Like,
so
you know,
these
the
4s
last-
aren't that bad.
I've had to up my astrocartography 3 times in a row. Like, I haven't been able to get anything else. Oh, also, James, I have 10 metal.
Oh, jeez.
Would you
I
like
have
to cash
15.
them in?
You have
I'm
to cash
cashing-
them in when
I'm-
you have 10.
Yep, you
I
have
have 9.
above.
I
So
have 15. I'm cashing in.
So
as well.
now I'm at
I
0
might have
metal,
more,
and
but I'm
buffed
bad
up.
about keeping track of that shit.
I have 4, and that's all I've gained this
But
entire
I haven't
game.
been making these outrageously bad navigation checks like somebody, so.
Okay, fine. Then I'm not going to make any this game. You go ahead and make them. See how it goes for you.
Just drive all squiggly out into the desert. What's the worst that happens when there's only, 3 cities on the whole planet?
Yeah, no, Cybo's done navigating them. You guys don't deserve my 4 yellows.
Oh, don't be that
I mean,
way.
your 4 yellows haven't done us a whole lot of good.
Yeah, that's not much of a threat, dude.
So, James, I'm cashing in 10 metal also.
Ooh.
Jeez, 2 of them.
Well,
You
yeah.
You don't get my 3 yellows. It's like saying you don't get to use my punch yourself in the face machine. Like, okay. Why couldn't we have started with that?
Yeah.
So on the plus side, I'm hearing that you guys are going to have some story points on your side.
For once.
Yeah, a lot of good those will do us.
It should be 2, but
I think we start with 1 automatically, and then, or is it 0? I don't even remember.
You start
sure
with
it's
just
0.
1.
well, okay.
So we should have 3 then?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, is there a way? I'm not sure how to do this in multiple, but is there a way to put a temporary buff to your strain and wound threshold?
You just change it on the thing. That's all.
Unless you're talking like a talent or something.
No, it's because of the whole metal thing.
Yeah, like
because
when
it's
you're
for one
determined,
session.
you
Yeah,
get,
just go, extra.
yeah, just add 1 to the threshold on each of them. That's all.
I'm looking down. Are we doing the 0 up or up down?
We're doing 0 up.
0 up.
Yeah, so basically you would put yourself in the negative. Because you're all determined and shit. You all took out Kyrus. You got determination and metal behind you now.
Did we farm that giant robot?
We didn't. All we did
You
was
did not.
we stopped basically right after the.
Yep, you guys, we're
Situation.
deciding what to
Yeah.
do with the. Let's go with Evan's phrase, the situation.
So to be fair, the giant robot is now integrated into the frame of the
It's been
relay
welded.
station.
So no bad rolls when you're salvaging that. That's all I gotta say.
Groaning sound followed by a crash.
The tower
I mean-
starts to moan and sway. Not this again.
I mean, I do have a scrap saw, so I can just go through that baby like butter.
But if that baby's part of the superstructure now,
Then, yeah.
Then
Everything
you can
goes
go
through.
through the superstructure like butter.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
not a good thing.
Now it's
Everybody
just one of the
stand back.
and roll 20 is crazy because now I only see Thorn on my screen.
I don't
I
see
only
myself.
see Jim.
That's it.
Yeah, I see myself.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the-
I only see me. Only I exist in
Me
this
thinks
universe,
that
apparently.
roll 20 is having a rough day today.
Yeah.
Apparently people wanted their weekend games, so they can happen during the week.
So as for what mission we take, I'm down for all 3 of them. I will put 0 input into that. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. I'll be back in 5.
Okay, so do you have a decision on what you're doing with your prisoner? I mean, because that was the pausing point we paused at of what was the group going to actually do with her now that you had her at your mercy?
Bucket,
I
kill them
wanted
all.
to kill her.
Either that or bring her in. Nothing I think only those 2 options we should.
I think we
consider.
should just
Everything
put a
else
scrap
is
shooter in
just
the
too
mouth
much.
and pull the trigger,
As the firewall got totally messed up by her, and the car being dragged around too. Although truthfully, the car being dragged around didn't really too much to me. It was really just her shooting me
That
point
was
blank.
just a
But
cool
anyway,
idea, though.
I will, I will say either. I'd say I'm totally cool with that idea. I think it's totally legal under the circumstances.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. Give us that back. Give it back. Give it back.
It's been spent on your first roll. His
Give it back.
decision is he's flipping a story point, and she dies of a stroke.
Wait, do we have 3 people given medal?
No, we have 2
Just 2.
people. You started with 1.
You start with 1 and then 1 for each additional.
Yeah. Okay.
It's reverse of the usual Genesys, where it's 1 for the GM and 1 for each player. And now that means I'm down to only 2.
Okay.
And I'll force an update just in case you don't see that.
Yeah,
That's what I see. We have 3 of 2. That's what I'm seeing. All right.
Okay. Since my bratty nephews are being a pain, they get Illuminati's pizzas for Christmas.
Ooh.
So, quick check, Jim. Like, obviously, she's a wanted criminal. Is there a reward?
Technically, she is not a wanted criminal. Nobody has actually pressed charges against her.
Oh, I'm sure somebody wants her ass.
Or has been able to stay alive long enough to get a day in court, or at least the tribunal.
What's our fixer's name? What's his name?
Johannes.
Gideon.
I bet he would love to get a hold of her.
He wouldn't. I mean, he did in fact help set this up. So if you wanted to tie her up and gag her, and deliver her to him, he probably would see that as a thank you or a boon.
I say we hang her from the harpoon. If she makes it, great. If not, oh well.
Damn.
No. Actually, tie her to the front of the vehicle.
No, the harpoon. Because then, she's going to wonder, pray to God that, A, we don't get attacked because she might get launched.
Consider for a moment, though, that what he wants with her may not be the same thing what we want with her.
It's true. She may make a deal.
End it now.
You know what?
That doesn't mean that she has to have all of her digits.
Damn.
That one I agree with also. Maybe
getting a little dark.
It is the world of Salvage. It's very dark.
Committed murder.
You're
the worst types.
You're a firewall. You're not a paladin. Okay?
I'm just saying no torture. No torture.
I was cutting off the fingers torture.
No. See, we're not trying to get information out of her. We're just cutting her toes off.
That's still torture.
Damn.
Doesn't matter what the reason is. So yeah, we can either just end it here. I think we should just end it here, and that way we make sure that it doesn't come back to bite us in the butt later.
Has anybody searched her yet?
I think so.
Yes, someone searched her very well for all pretenses.
And
by the way, I'm going to use a patch on myself real quick.
As you lean back against the communication tower control panel, you're just like,
because I
need to patch.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know what your problem is. Oh, wait, that's because I was in a vehicle.
I mean, once we deal with her, I can start doing some mechanics on myself. But until then, I just want to make sure that,
Like I said, I think we just finish it here and get back to our lives.
No, we hang her from the harpoon, and, if she makes it, great. If not...
That's called trucker justice.
Because if she makes it, chances are she's going to wish she was dead anyways. Because it's like, what, a 3-day drive?
Simple.
Yeah, she would not be in good condition.
Cyber does not want her to be ended painlessly.
Yeah, we'll just leave her up there. I mean, in 3 days, she'll be all dehydrated, and she probably won't make it anyways.
I mean, the first day is 130 degrees with severe sandstorms. She's going to be ripped to shreds.
I mean, we'll just take her socks and shoes off and, so she can't run away because she won't have feet. Okay.
Don't fuck with the truckers.
Humane.
Why should it be humane? She was evil. She's the one who literally tried to kill 3 people in this party.
And left them all for dead, practically.
And not only that, straight up, literally, like, most of our stories is basically she left us out in the desert to die in rot. Like, if it wasn't for literally Lady Luck, we would be dead.
Your crew has told you how bad this hombre is.
Right, and that's why it's so much simpler just to do it quick and be done with it.
It's not
Move on with
simpler, though.
life.
It's about getting revenge.
As y'all
Yeah, like
murdered this crew that she hired with no problem, but with her you're having qualms. I like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
that's
us, it's one person in particular.
yeah.
And then you take a slight moment and you realize that crew you massacred was you guys in an earlier life.
Which
whoopsie.
is why just end it quick. Let's
Hey, we
not
kind
get
of
too
we
creative
kind of
here.
warned them with all the traps and everything.
I am in favor of tying her to the harpoon, though.
I will second that one. I do like that.
That said, no socks, still shoes. That way the sand can still get in there. Just
No. You take the socks and shoes off, so with all the sand and everything, it just kind of wears them down into nubs.
Okay, while
But the
they're
sand
all
and pebbles on the
discussing
shoes
this,
would be annoying.
I'm gonna, she obviously can hear all this. I want to know what she has to say for herself.
why? Who cares?
Just
Oh, I
curious.
thought we were discussing this out of game. In game, I would just be saying she should be killed horribly. That's about it.
As I totally throw in the Facebook chat by way of poll of harpooner killer. And while you're discussing with her, what is your what's your discipline?
Well, I am my discipline.
Wow, I just like how there's already votes for the harpoon.
All right. My discipline is a yellow and a green.
Nice. You know what? Instead of me rolling something, let's have you roll something. Go ahead, and as you're trying to privately talk to her without the crew.
Oh no, I'm not doing it privately. We're all in the same room. I like having heard all this. I just want to hear what her response to it is. But the thing is, if she's gagged and stuff, I was thinking about just reading.
Well, it's 3-1. She's getting harpooned.
All right, then I abstain.
I mean, you can totally talk to her telepathically if you want. I mean,
Ooh.
Okay.
Now I'm fighting an uphill battle here for the sake of unity. I will go with the majority.
Okay.
As she's,
I am going
totally
to
making little silly faces
Go
at
over
you
here,
guys
unhook
like
the
you're
harpoon.
idiots.
Cybele will suggest we use metal and weld it onto the harpoon so that she stays nice and firm.
You
Well,
can
While they're
just
all
tie
doing
her
that,
up.
I'm gonna catch my breath and get some strain back.
Okay, so feel
Is she a
free
decker?
to roll a. Nope, she is not a decker.
Oh, so we can't weld her to the harpoon.
Go ahead and roll a cooler discipline to get some strain back if you need it.
Who says we
Yeah,
can't?
while they're all playing their little games.
And she's like struggling and squirming.
And here's the funny thing: she didn't even do anything to me.
Yeah, but you heard from your buddies what she did.
All right, there we go. I'm passable now, even though I am still messed up, and our healer is not here.
He's a little overexerted and staying in the vehicle relaxing.
And totally like critted up too.
He had some dehydration issues.
I have a horrific injury and a crippled right arm right now.
You got
I'm
jacked the
completely
fuck up.
fine.
I mean, he did go through there and fight a swath of combat.
But would you like to guess why I'm perfectly fine?
Because you stayed in the truck.
Because I didn't get out of the truck.
In the truck.
Me either. You took what, 2 strain?
I think so.
Lesson learned.
Yep.
Can I go over and talk to Car?
Sure. She would love for someone to pull her gag off.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't say I would do that. I just don't want to talk to her. I didn't say I wanted to
Okay.
talk back to
You
me.
talk at her.
Okay.
Where is she?
She's wherever you're putting her right now.
Okay.
harpoon,
Unhook the harpoon,
ostensibly.
wrap it around her, get back in here,
Yeah.
and
Wench the
suck it back
harpoon
into
back
the
up.
launcher.
Cybele greets Scrapper Car. Scrapper Car, Cybele just has one thing to say. You don't mess with Cybele.
And she makes this very apologetic, furrowed eyebrow look at you that you're not sure if it's an example of human sarcasm or she's attempting some kind of sincerity.
Cybele would just let you know
I remember
that.
Cybele being pacifistic when we first met her.
You've all
I don't
rubbed
know,
off
she
on
was,
Cybele.
sadistic at one point, or whatever.
The pacifism was a trauma response.
Now Cybele has regained Cybele's power.
Cybele would just say, wishing the best of luck, as Cybele truly does hope you survive this horrendous trip.
Damn.
Knowing that we're gonna get lost 3 times on the way back.
Oh, I should purposely get lost now to make
Wow.
sure.
I was just going to say that. I'm like, how many of those times are on purpose?
When we
conditions
leave, I'm
right
gonna
now are
purposely
reasonable.
fishtail the truck.
Are we driving towards that sandstorm? That seems to be the wrong direction. Oh no, it's
And
the
bad
right
part
direction.
is that she'll be facing backwards, so she'll have no idea what's going on.
She'll figure it out soon enough.
Anyways,
So-
yeah, after that, I'll just leave her.
So I'm assuming you guys secure her very securely to the harpoon, right? No, like
Yeah.
minor crappy knots. You guys redundantly knot just in case, because shit
Can
does
I do
fall
a
off
mechanics
trucks.
roll to make sure that like it's perfectly
Well,
perfect?
if she falls off, it's not like she's gonna get far.
Well, no, not that point. Just making sure that she stays on,
No,
like
I'm
at
sure.
a good angle, Make it
See,
the
I was
perfect-
just looking for in character saying that you redundantly knotted her, so she's got that ridiculous amount of loops of rope and knots.
The Gordian knot.
Most of it is actually cables and electrical conduit that you're using for rope.
Ouch.
Okay, so on your guys'
What do
way
knots have anything to do with accordions?
back.
So did we have a list of stuff that was salvaged? Do we want to take the giant robot? Do we want to take
The
these
robot
extra
is-
trucks?
part of the structure, so we can't really take that.
You can at
What
What
least
about
do
these?
one or two
We
good
can-
salvages on it if you want.
What about these trucks? We shouldn't
We
just.
can take the trucks. Those would be good to either sell or to keep as like.
This
have
truck
backup.
is totally trashed. It's salvage only. Because that's
Yeah,
the one
what
you
about-
harpooned and dragged. These two are
Well-
actually in good shape.
Oh well,
Yeah.
we'll strip this one for parts.
I mean, yeah, I'm good with that. What do you want to salvage for that then?
That
James?
would be mechanics, since it's basically.
Or
wouldn't it, James?
mechanics? I mean,
Yeah.
Which one?
For this, mechanics.
Okay. Anybody want to give me a blue?
I will.
What? You
Ooh.
can't do it yourself?
Of course I can, but just in case. Do you want to put it in? Or do you want me to?
I got the blue in there for you. And what do we got? Oh yeah, you're stripping a Jeep out in the sandstorm. Go for it.
4 black.
You might want to put something else in
Oh,
there.
and you did an upgrade. Look at you spending those so fast just for salvage.
Yeah.
It's salvage. Okay, Betty.
Go for
It's
it.
not salvage. It's parts.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
still good.
you whip out a large amount of parts, and of course in the back of the truck you're totally putting like, here is the engine, it's still good. The transmission, not so much. And you're pulling off every piece of parts to rebuild the guts of a buggy minus the chassis and the frame. So if you find somebody that's blown out their buggy, but still has, 4 tires and, a chassis that's still in one piece and not snapped because some rigger harpooned it and dragged it sideways, it was not pretty on all of the chassis.
Didn't it flip
Is our
over
truck
once or
strong
twice?
It did, yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it rolled a couple of times.
And then was dragged sideways, which is the worst part. Because, if you've ever seen a tire axle snap, ooh.
So is our rig strong enough to tow one of these? And then
You would not
do it-
want to tow one of these, not without
Okay,
somebody
not
in there
that
steering.
Do we have
you know.
other drivers to drive one of them back, perhaps?
Yeah, we have 2 drivers.
Yeah.
Okay. I am not a good driver, just FYI.
Well, I am the backup driver, mechanic, whatever. I mean, I'm average at a lot of stuff, not great at anything though. So
I am very good at driving.
My piloting is 3 greens, so I mean, if worse comes to worse,
I mean,
In a
just
pinch, you can
follow
drive.
behind.
I mean,
Just
and if you're
follow
not doing
behind or
anything
something.
crazy,
yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much to just follow.
Yeah, it's like I have like 2 yellow and a green in salvaging, heavy ranged, perception, mechanics, driving.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just salvaging and exploring. That's my whole character. And mechanics.
But yeah, so I can drive the better one, and we could strip that third one for parts.
Oh, Cybo can just drive behind us.
Yeah, I mean, getting
Nothing
2
crazy.
working,
you know?
like
No,
getting 2
because somebody
working
has to
vehicles.
navigate, and I don't trust her to navigate and drive at the same time.
You're not wrong.
That is a good point.
Honestly, if it comes down to it, I don't trust her to navigate. Period. But that's
But
borne
that's
out by
definitely not
experience.
chew bubblegum and walk at the same time situation here.
I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I suck at both.
What's Gideon's driving?
Probably
Okay.
not amazing.
his driving is subpar.
Okay, he just has to follow, right? And
Oh, you're gonna let Mead, drive someone's character when they're not at game session and have them
Thorn,
drive the third vehicle?
Thorn, you can-
Yes.
Thorn, you can drive the second vehicle.
My right arm is crippled, and I've got 2 greens.
Oh,
You'll be fine.
Gideon's driving is 2 greens, and I can promise you, if you have me NPC his ass as the last car in line, he will disappear before you get back to base.
I absolutely positively cannot drive that car right now.
His arm's in a sling, and he's trying to drive a dune buggy with one arm, watching the wheels snap
and
back and
like,
forth.
the whole
Hey,
side of my face is
after I
messed up.
dislocated my shoulder, that was one reason why I flat out refused to go to work for a couple weeks.
Hey, because you can't drive. You're going to jack it up
I
doing
can't
that.
drive I refuse to drive on the construction site with one arm.
Yeah, I hit one pothole and snap your good shoulder. Good job.
It's not even that. I'd probably flip the goddamn.
I desperately need medical attention here.
We don't have a medic, do we?
We have a Cybel.
I do have 4 green in medicine, so do you want me to do a rudimentary one? I mean,
And in the tower
really-
is an emergency medical kit, so you could use that instead of your own kits.
I need a crits healed. That's what I really need.
James, would I be able to heal a crit even if I don't have any yellows in medicine?
You can try. The emergency medical kit does have a little pamphlet in it. Good luck with that.
I mean, I don't know, Evan, do you want me to try? I have 4 green, so it's not the worst roll.
Does anybody have any yellows?
No. Wait, hold on. Let me check.
As you're afraid that Cybel will just take the arm
I got
off.
3 green though.
Sorry, my plan was to actually put a few into medicine, but I've just been putting everything into astrocartography.
No, perfectly
Okay.
sensible reasons.
I went for the jack of all trades for a scavenger, so.
All right, I have a thought.
Uh-oh.
Okay, if you and I both have determination, so if we work together to do this, that's 4 blues plus your 4 greens. You want to give that a shot? And it's a hard roll.
Well, how are you
mean-
assisting on your own medical treatment?
Just be
So
like,
you're-
hey, that's where it hurts there. It doesn't hurt here. Put this back where it belongs.
So since you're doing that, it's like self-medicine almost, right?
Well, I'm not the one doing the medicine. I'm just pointing out where it hurts. Forget it. Let's just wait till we get back to
I mean, hey,
civilization.
shit may happen between here and there, so it's smart to get patched up now, in my opinion.
All right, Sabo, let's do it. Let's have, if you don't mind using your
Jeez,
two
we've already
blues.
blown through 2 of them.
I like
you know
how
what?
he waited to drop that before he
So
said yes.
It would be 3 blues, right?
Well, I have.
Oh, that is just awesome, James. Does
If
Charlie
I add
Brown
my
Krampus?
Oh, yeah.
if
Wait,
I add my
because-
determination, if I add my determination to it, I don't know.
Well, wait. Actually, here's the thing. With the 3 blues, right, we can actually decide to add them even after the result has been determined.
Can we? All right.
Yeah, that's what it says. So we don't even need to do it at the moment. We can just do the 4 green, and if that fails, we can just add 3 blues at the end.
All right. Somebody. Now, question, James. Can I add a blue for assisting, or does somebody else need to do that?
For this kind of treatment, I would say somebody else has to do it. Since you're having a critical injury patched,
Okay.
you're not really able to. Unless, I mean, you can do it, but you're getting the extra purple for self-medicine. That's the catch.
Forget
And I
it.
kind of
That's
figured
not- that's not
you
worth it.
were positioning that you caught where I was going with that earlier.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
So
if somebody
then,
else would be kind enough to assist.
And what level crit are we talking here?
It's 3 purples.
3 purples and an upgrade, and so we're not including your dedication then?
We'll skip mine. Cybele has it if she feels like she needs to and can use it, and then if somebody else can just add a blue to it to help out, that would be
As everyone
much
gathers
appreciated.
around to help you patch your arm up. No. The booklet says do this.
Just somebody.
so James, you're adding an upgrade and 3 blue then? Only?
No, I'm adding 1 blue for someone assisting if someone's assisting, and then you said you do the other blue afterwards.
And then I flipped.
I guess I could
flipped
try
the
to
story.
assist. I don't know.
As they come on up covered in machine grease from
Just need
stripping
it-
the car.
Just enough to add a blue. That's really all it is.
Okay, so currently I'm getting an upgrade and a blue, just
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
Cool. Are we ready?
Yep, I'm
3
ready.
Purples, yep.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
Jeebus!
Apparently, Cybele knows medicine.
Apparently, Cybele and your driver have broken arms before, and they're just like, hey, here's what you do to fix it.
Oh,
I've
I'm so
crashed
happy
enough
to knock
rigs
that
to know
off
how
the
to
list.
fix that.
Cybele recommends this treatment. It seems like it is only 1 fracture, so it shall be easier to mend.
All right.
As they patch up your
Fabulous.
busted wing.
So anything I can. So let's see. The successes give it a crit, right? But anything I can do
Yep.
with those advantages?
Can you do more than 1 crit, or is it just 1?
It's just 1.
Just 1. Okay.
Yeah, if there's a triumph, I would
And are
totally
there
say
any
that, but
wounds
you could
and strain back from it?
you could get that advantage back in strain.
So let's see. Currently, how much strain do you have?
4.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I currently have 6 out of 9 strain.
The doctor's
So-
taking the strain.
So the doctor might want some strain back. Here, I will toss you 1 strain to calm you down
I
a little
will
bit, and I
toss
will
you
take
1
3.
strain.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
As the doctor
but
takes
I need some strain back.
That's fine. I got it healed. That's the part that matters.
You can now use your 2-handed weapon appropriately and drive a car.
Still not a good idea for me to drive a car, though.
Okay, so while Cybele and company are busy stripping a car and fixing the firewall's wing, anything special the rest of you guys doing?
Mm-mm. going over the truck to make sure that the damage that was done as I dragged one around isn't serious.
It does not seem very serious. The cable held, the truck, skidded in the soft dirt sufficiently, enough not to rip your winch off or anything like that. Everything seems pretty ship-shape except for the amount of strain that the old Blue's got. I mean, does old Blue have any crits?
Reduce that strain?
I mean, if you want to mechanics that shit out in the sandstorm, sure.
Want to? No, I don't.
Should
but
you?
Will you?
It's only 4 strain. It's fine.
Yeah. Old Blue will make it back.
Old Blue moans and groans, but she keeps going.
The other thing is, what do we want to do with this second buggy? Since we decided that nobody can drive it.
You can always leave it here as an emergency vehicle for whoever comes out to work the station next.
I mean, honestly speaking, like...
Just strip it.
Damn.
If you want to get something out of it, you can't drive it.
Or even just favor. Like, favor with a mod boss is very good.
Yeah, but we got to get it back. That's the problem.
Someone's got to drive it. I mean,
we can't get it back.
If you got 3 green, that's good enough to drive it. I mean, I wouldn't trust Gideon with his 2 green to drive it because, Lord knows what will happen to him.
The issue isn't the fact of me driving per se. The issue of me is navigating and driving.
You can navigate and drive at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are fine with that, I'll just drive it then. I mean, 3 greens, 3 greens.
Like, it's like point us in the right direction. Okay, now go that way.
Which totally means you'll be in the lead.
Hey. Oh yeah, I can move the buggy.
Okay, so you guys basically spend the day doing mechanics and medicine and eating and drinking and tying her to the harpoon, as you horrible people decided in the chat. I figured the poll did make the most sense. I love how no one on the poll put for kill her.
You have no reason to judge us. You made Kara. You made her do all this stuff. You are God, good sir.
Don't judge us.
This is what I really wanted to do, but like I said, in the interest of unity, I was fighting a losing battle on that one.
No, you can voice your opinion just because, I mean...
In a democracy, everybody has a voice.
No.
Not all of them are heard.
And so
you voted harpoon. You can't change your vote now. What the heck?
Oh, no. That's all right.
Your silence was a vote before. Just
remember I did
that.
initially express, but I was, like I said, I was outnumbered.
Anyway. You gave into the peer pressure. So you guys are getting ready to head on back after, just as the sun's set. Got to remember saying that plural. You guys getting ready to head off in the darkness?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
So do you want a navigation first?
That's probably what's going to be necessary to head in the right direction.
Thankfully, the weather has changed. It's gotten nice and cool. Look at that. A very hot midday, but only 105. That's nice. Only 2 black setback dice for things. That's nice. You guys waited for the weather to change. And I'm totally giving you a blue dice to your navigation because you totally know the route from here to there. You know the route.
All right, ready?
Yep. Wow.
Yeah. That's indicative.
Again.
Wait. Roll 3 blue, James.
2 blue.
Why am I rolling 2 blue? You can roll 2 blue. I'll clear the pool for you.
2 blues, they're determined.
This way I don't touch your dice.
I thought it says Activate once during the session anytime, add 3 blue.
Oh, it is 3. It's a single check this session. So yeah,
Yeah.
that would be your 1.
This is
Okay.
the
It
check
is
I'm
3
doing.
blue.
I'm doing it. Yeah. Okay. Dice pool cleared?
Yep, dice pool is clear.
Thank God. Okay, we good. We good.
So
I
anything
will
you
do-
want to use your advantages for in this route? Extra safeness?
Drive.
Actually, I just want. Can I use all those 3 advantage to like make the ride and driving like smooth and good?
Yeah, extra safe. So,
Yeah.
so you're heading in the right direction, or are you taking a detour?
I'll head the right direction.
Okay.
It's still like a 3-day drive, you know? It's-
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
Yeah, well, it's not being saints
Just
here.
oof oof.
The oof is I'm setting up her dice pool for her resilience checks.
It's not good.
Oh, that.
Oh. Eh.
Oh.
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 So, day 3, you pull into town. You know, the big gates are there. You've got the caravan going. You've got someone tied to your harpoon, and the guards are totally looking at you guys like, what the fuck?
I'll give him a. I'll give him a like just wave us on through, man. Just wave us on
They
through.
totally look at your link for firewall, and they're just like, let them through, guys!
Not only that, and my messed up self.
Are you guys going to Jahamid's?
I think we should head there first. What do you guys think? Should we sell one car and keep one, or
I mean,
We should probably sell both
I
of them.
think
What do we have a use
we should
for?
just sell them both and
Okay.
put the money into blue.
yeah, I'm good with that.
Upgrade blue a little bit.
I can also do some mechanics on it while in the shop.
Because, I mean, if we keep it, I mean, we'd either have to find a place to store it or somebody would have to drive it.
Yeah, somebody have to be the chase driver.
I
Yeah,
think we
so-
should just sell them, and we know a guy that I get a discount from. So.
And
Let me see,
vehicles are
who was that?
always do sell for top dollar. I mean, everybody's always looking for a vehicle to get the fuck out of town.
Yeah, and Scrap Chief Grar Gin give us plus 20% value.
Mhm. Oh, sorry, James. I forgot to ask this number. But how much scrap was I able to get off that car?
Basically, it's not scrap per se. It's enough for the guts of a vehicle, basically.
Okay.
Because it's not scrap per se. It's actual working machinery you got out of it. Rather than just cutting and chunking hunks of metal, you actually took working machine parts out.
Do you guys want to keep that for blue, or do you guys want to also sell that to
Oh,
Jahamid?
most of the Jeep parts would not work on blue. We're
Yeah.
talking like a
Oh.
Jeep versus a diesel, you know.
Okay,
I don't.
got it.
As for I don't know, like we can sell to Jahamid or we can sell to the Scrap Chief that I know that'll give us an extra 20%.
It's good to know people in the guilds.
What do you guys vote for?
It's good to know people in the guilds and not owe Jahamid anything.
Well,
Personally, I would just give. I would
Currently,
like
we
to sell to
don't
Jahamid.
owe Jahamid anything. We don't there's no need to sell them to him.
Except for friendship.
Yeah,
Jahamid is a good
Goodwill.
friend. Jahamid gives his friends the good price. As you have horrible flashbacks of your time in Jahamid's, meal sessions.
Oh wait, by the
You
way,
can-
is Kara dead?
Yes, Kara is dead. That's why the
Cool.
guards were giving you a weird look. Because on day 3, she expired.
oh darn.
What a tragedy.
I mean, the worst part is her face is not identifiable at this point.
Well, you If you guys want to take him to Jahamid, that's cool. We could go either way. Like I said, that was just a suggestion. But if so, then if you guys are gonna go to Jahamid, I'm gonna check back in with Firewall.
Cybo suggests selling to Jahamid.
I mean, hey, that's totally up to you guys.
It doesn't matter to me who we sell the stuff to or whatever.
I mean, the scrap guy will give you extra.
Well, maybe for the parts, but we'll give. Why don't we sell the buggy to Mr. Third Person?
You thinking buggies to Jahamid and then vehicle parts to the scrapper guy?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
And you guys pull into Jahamid's, and his mechanics kind of look everything over, and immediately, like, one guy sees the corpse hanging on your harpoon that's face is sandblasted off, and hands and feet are gone. Only the protective clothing is protecting any of the meat stuff. As you sadly look up at Kara's face, and you see that it's just a pitted, almost flesh-stripped skull at this point. I mean, 3 days out there with no water and a gag in her mouth. Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty sick stuff.
People are giving you looks as you drive up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go report into Firewall.
Somebody's gonna get a hold of the rumor mill.
Hey, after we can make some money off of her, we should just like stick her up and say, $5, 5 credits, throw a rock at, Scrapper Car.
And they're like, sure, it's Scrapper Car. She got no face.
She's got to have a tattoo, like a tattoo somewhere.
Oh, now you have a naked corpse with no face. Salvage is a harsh, harsh world that makes hard people. As Jahamid and his crew come out, and he's, just looking very happy and opulent in his nice, relaxing robe, indoor clothing, as he comes out and says, my friends, it's good to see Old Blue and you all together again. What's with the caravan? I thought you all were working out of Blue. And he totally gives the jeeps the buggies a good hard look.
Cybo reports that we came into contact with Scrapper Car and her gang.
Well, you had a beautiful plan there, Cyber. I figured, of course, this would happen. I mean, I did drop the information for her to find some suckers out there. And he elbows one of his security guys. He's just like, and then he looks at the corpse and the harpoon and just kind of shakes his head. So, the dirty business is done? You, brought this to show off to me? As he gestures towards the harpoon.
Cybele and the group thought it would be best to, give Scrapper Car the treatment that she has offered others.
Gideon is probably in the back of Old Bull laughing his ass off right now with you. That's good work, Sybil. I thought you were gonna just tie her to the antenna and let her hang off it until the desert winds take her, if you know what I mean. But this works too. And he kind of nervously looks around. Where's your friend the Firewall? He was okay with this?
He got outvoted.
And he just outvoted and kind of makes a finger across the throat gesture and a questioning look at you.
No. Just outvoted.
Oh, okay.
So that he is still alive.
You're not gonna leave her there in my parking lot, are you?
No, we can drag her away.
Okay, yeah, don't leave anything like that lying around the yard here, because it's bad for business to have bodies found on the property.
Cybele also came to tell you that we have 2 buggies in which we will want to sell to you.
Oh. Those buggies look familiar. Henceforth, the perception check I did made 1 success. So, you looking to lighten your load with these buggies?
Cybele agrees with that statement.
What do you mean they look familiar?
As he totally looks over to his accountant person with their data pad out, and he's like, "So how much did we charge Kira's crew for those new buggies? Those pristine, beautiful buggies." And, the guy immediately pulls it up his little thing, and he's like, "So, boss, they were 4,000, creds each, with, 200 deposit creds, for the fuel and everything. So, and he turns around and says, "So, my friends, you would like to part with these jeeps to Jahamid?"
Yes.
Cybele agrees.
How about I give you 4,000 credits, and we call it even? I put them back into circulation. As you totally get, circulation means find some suckers to buy them for an inflated amount and start their salvage career.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, not what he didn't do with you. With you, he was totally on the up and up.
Mm-hmm. Was it 4,000 total or 4,000 per?
4,000 for the pair.
Okay, well, I gotta share this one.
I mean, if you split that 4 ways, it's 1,000 each.
Well, technically.
Gideon's nursing off a healing psionic headache, so he doesn't need to know.
He's still, yeah, no, he does.
Hey, he wasn't there when you needed emergency medical attention.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Fair's fair.
Fair's fair.
So you guys fine with 4,000?
As he totally, I mean, you can negotiate for more if you want.
Nah.
As he do you guys accept it?
Me negotiating with Jahamid? He's my buddy. I wouldn't do that.
If you accept it, he turns to the guy and says, "Throw an extra 1,000 in there for my friends."
Now we can actually buy some neat stuff.
As his associate totally comes over and gives you a little printout, and because you know the deal, come back and he'll have the cash ready for you. Real currency.
So that winds up being 1,000 each, eh?
Yep.
No.
I thought
no.
He added 1,000 on top of it, so 5,000 total. There's 5.
Or is it?
I was splitting it just between the 4 of us.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to give Gideon a share.
See, I suggested that, and I got turned down. So
I was agreeing with you.
As he totally gives you the little script to come around the front of the business for the cash. That way nobody knows exactly what you're selling for the cash. But definitely make sure to get rid of the Kira there. She doesn't need to hang around my place longer than she needs to.
So 12.50 each?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. $1.25 each. I mean, it's not bad.
Well, now I have... Well, I had 15 before, so that's a definite boost of money. Saibo will once again like to thank Jahamid for helping with this endeavor.
My friend Cybele, I always love working with you. Come on inside for some fresh oil. I've got some freshly squeezed things for oil there if you want to get a fresh oil bath, because I know how the desert can wear and chafe your metal. And you, the rest of you, come on in. There's a fresh batch of fire beetle being cooked inside. It smells delicious. We can all have a nice dinner feast. And again, tell me where your friend the firewall has gotten to.
Saibo believes that he went to check in with the other firewalls.
And he kind of gives you this one big eye sideways look of, and this is not a thing of concern between all of us?
Nah.
Saibo believes that he is a person who follows the law, but is not one to betray companions so easily.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Come on in. As long as I don't have to pay you to take him on a long drive in the desert with no shoes.
Jeez.
I mean, he is a crime lord, and you brought a cop into his house, who then pretended to have psychic powers to read minds. And
I forgot about that.
he invites you guys in, and you discuss, good times and lots of illicit activities that can't be spoken of in front of your firewall compatriot. As the camera swipes to our firewall going into the inner city, he waves his link, and the gates open up, and the other firewall dudes give him the forearm bump of a fellow firewall member.
There, while I was on the way there, like away from the others, I wanted to just kind of put out some feelers. I'm still kind of looking into that assault on Marlot. So I'm just kind of going to put out some feelers through there to see if I can get any information come my way.
Okay,
just,
so...
basically go to the, kind of pass through and, talk to the people that I'm familiar with and just shoot a few questions by them if they know anything about it,
Okay, give me a either coercion or charm.
Charm, not leadership. Sure, I'll do charm. Now, question. I will specifically be going to people that I kind of know already. I do have a whole bunch of links.
Okay, then
I don't know if any of these would apply to the people that I'm looking for.
If you're going to friendly folks, that does make it easier too. So I'll take a leadership if it's from friends.
All right, fair
and
enough.
Associates and CIs.
So I've already eliminated Jahamid from the list. So
this
now I'm going to. So now I'm going to see if I can narrow it down any further because there's two names left.
Yep.
Ready for the roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh. So you know for a fact it's not Jahamid, but in fact, one of your snitches does tell you that you should ask Jahamid the answer, because it's someone that is out of favor with Jahamid, which by them saying that cuts your list in half because you already know who is on Jahamid's shit list as a rival mod boss.
So which one, Skiv or Soren?
Soren. Who is totally on Jahamid's shit list because they've had rival business ventures.
So that who is behind it, do I feel like this is reliable enough to go on with?
You feel that it's reliable enough information to go on, but it just means which mod boss family that's involved, not who specifically. Okay. I mean, it could be that it was, authorized. It could be somebody took just, liberties.
But
it's
Jahamid
somebody.
may know more.
But Jahamid may know more if you can convince him to talk about it.
Okay. Good to know.
I mean,
But
rule number one: you don't talk to cops.
So, okay, cool. So that was kind of my detour on the way back up to Firewall.
As you stop at the slums before you get to the nice part of town, and they got the fancy gates.
Yeah, because I can go to Stranger Society, Dustwalkers Firewall, Mechanics Union, Petron Merchants, and Scrappers Union. I have all those different links.
You are a very well-liked person in everywhere but Jahamid's court.
Yeah, well, I'm not sucking up to the mob boss. Anyway. So yes, up to Firewall, and specifically for two reasons. One is to report the demise of Kara and her band of merry thieves.
Ooh. Okay, so immediately you go to Firewall Command, where they have, basically it's a police department, Police department meets cybersecurity company, boom, that's Firewall. And, Samurai headquarters. As, you come walking in, you see some guys out in the yard practicing with their fire blades. You're like, damn, I need to get one of them.
One of these days.
And you come on in there, you totally go to the info desk so you can submit your report and get the information passed in the system. Because once it's in the system, there's the QR code to actually go to someone and talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to speak with someone familiar or just info drop?
In this case, I'm just thinking info drop.
Okay. So you totally put your e-signature on the info drop.
Yeah,
As the clerk definitely thanks you for your assistance, and you head out, or you sticking around?
No, then I'm gonna go see Marlot. So I'll submit the report, leave my information that if they have any further questions or information to come to me, and then go see Marlot.
Okay. I think my mic cut out for a second there, but I think I got most of that.
All right.
So you're gonna go see how they're doing?
Yeah, I'll check in with him specifically. I mean, just to see how he's doing, because I like to keep an eye on the old man, but also to let him know that I've narrowed down the search as to who is ultimately responsible for the assault on him.
Ooh. And of course, you come in, you see that he must be doing okay-ish, since he's got 2 or 3 empty bottles in the corner, and has a bottle there with no glass. And as soon as you come over, he immediately hobbles to the door, then hobbles over and grabs 2 glasses out of the cabinet. Can't be too bad if he's got clean glasses still. And he puts them down next to the bottle of Firewall brand hooch. It's totally a distillery from a retired Firewall. Pours a glass for you and him, and slides the glass towards you. And he just, wants the skinny, and more importantly, how did you come about the information?
Well, mainly friendly sources throughout Petron, was able to double confirm the information from at least 2 sources. So it's legitimate, it's reasonable. And why are you drinking so darn much?
Because I got nothing else to do for now. So
why is that? Why don't you chain some recruits or something?
Oh, and he's got kind of a sullen look in his face that he's been temporarily suspended because he mouthed off to some of the higher ups, some of the commission members were coming by and said some comments, and I responded to them inappropriately for my rank, if you know what I mean.
Unfortunately, I know exactly what you mean.
And he kind of eyeballs you up and down and says, so you're how secure are you on thinking that you might find the one that was behind this? And he points at his injuries.
I know who is behind it. I don't know the exact individual, and I am confident that this is the guy behind it.
As he kind of walks over to his little mantle place where it's got his graduate favorite students' pictures. Of course, yours is one of them that's up there. And over the mantle is where he keeps his infernal blade on its mount. He walks over there and kind of silently just breathes as he reaches up and pulls his inferno blade off the mantle and kind of pulls it half out of its sheath and slides it back in there. And then kind of turns around to you holding the blade, totally katana style, and then he kind of like whips the blade out and ignites it, which, has the cool heat. Basically, it's a lightsaber, but not a lightsaber. As it goes, and you just feel the room go 10 degrees hotter just by this thing being turned on. As he totally waves it on the on the bottle, and it just incinerates the label on the bottle. And then he deactivates it and sheathes it in the insulated sheath. And he says, I need to ask a big favor from you, son.
Ask away.
And then you see for a second he like pauses and he's like having some inner anguish monologue of whether he wants to do it or not. And do me a favor and give me a charm roll.
Charm, eh?
And you got a blue. And it's
here.
just against 3 purple. It's not against his discipline. It's just a hard roll. It's a hard thing for him to do what he's about to do. He doesn't want to put you in danger's way.
Put me in danger's way. I
Ooh, look at you
it.
spending that point. Okay, go for it.
If there's ever a time for it. Alright, come on. Where are we? Alright, there we go.
As he looks at you and then looks at his sheath inferno blade, it's all beautiful and high tech and fancy dancy, and it's been passed, from his father from his father's father to him. Unfortunately, he never had any sons, and his only daughter died working the firewall. He looks at his blade and looks at you and says, son, I want you here to take my inferno blade and drive it through the son of a bitch who ordered for me to be crippled. Don't want him to be brought home alive.
I'll kind of take it in for a minute and, very solemnly and respectfully, bow my head and say, I will take on this task that you ask of me.
To which I say, no. And he hands you his infernal blade, and you just, you feel the warm, well-used handle. It feels nice. And not only does it feel nice, it's got sentimental value.
For real.
And he says, son, if you do this, you can keep this and pass it along your family line, since mine has come to an end. And I don't see using this anytime soon up on the wall.
Now, are you sure you don't want to be, you're sure that you don't want to be the one to do this?
And he plops down on his couch and kind of gestures towards the hinged knee brace that he's wearing and the elbow brace that he's got on, and the fact that his hand winced when he reached forward for his glass, and he's like, "Son, I'd love to be the one to do it myself, but unfortunately the will is strong, but the flesh is weak."
Well then, again, I'll take the charge.
And he sits down and gestures for you to bring your glass over to pour another one to a toast. Toast to the firewall.
To the firewall, and my biological father was crap, so you're the closest thing I have to it.
And he's giving you a damn inferno blade.
That too.
Clink.
That's pretty cool.
As he does
Clink.
the little, he asks you to hand the sword back real quick, and does the little bloop, 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 bloop. And the second you hold the handle, you feel it like warm, and its little biometric takes your hand measure. So it's basically locked to your biometrics and his biometrics.
Very cool.
So to anybody else, if they pull it out of the sheath, it's just a sword. To you, you can go, and it's a flame blade.
Dang. Always wanted one of these.
Just don't overheat her. She gets quite hot quite quick. And of course, it's not different than any blade, but, he likes to think that she's hot stuff. As, he basically takes another long drink and kind of does that old-timer sit back and just sort of like fade into a nap with the glass still on the armchair.
Alright, while he's taking a nap, I'm gonna go to the little kitchenette and fix him something to eat, and so maybe he could get some food in him or something.
Open one of the packets into a bowl full of little water and watch it instantly hydrate to mush.
Yay, mush.
2 portions. Thank you, Star Wars, for giving us rations.
So if he's nodded off, I'm gonna leave it for him with a little note like, "Marlette, for goodness sake, eat something. I'll be back soon."
As you write the note, you hear him mutter about how it would be nice to try ice once again in one of these glasses. This would taste better with ice. It's been years since I've had a piece of ice.
Ay, he's a mess. So, and then, on my way out, does he have anybody else that he's close to, or anybody who's
he's got a lot of the neighbors that you know of, a lot of sweet little old ladies that would love to get a hold of him, but he's too crotchety in his single life ever since he was widowed. But there's lots of little old ladies in the nice, safe neighborhood thanks to him.
Okay, I'll just find let him know just to keep an eye on him. I'm worried about him, but I can't stick around all the time. So if they can keep an eye on him, it'd be most appreciated.
And the sweet little old biddies, one of them comes out, she's totally okay, she'll totally keep an eye on him, and as soon as she sees what you're holding in your hand, she just gives this oh my gasp. And then another little old biddy, because you're talking to a little old biddy, has to get her 2 cents worth, and she comes out and she's like, "Oh, we'll take care of him as soon as he pokes his head out. We'll totally come over and impose upon him."
Please do, and feel like you have my recommendation to get more food and water into him and a little bit less booze.
As the lady's like, "Oh my, we would consider it an honor to take care of him."
He may not appreciate it at first, but I think he will down the road. Hopefully I'll be able to return to him soon with some news that might cheer him up.
Okay, as we screen swipe to the next day as everybody's recuperated and a musical chime is in the air, you guys have got the that 20 experience from last time to spend. And where do you guys, get back together?
Well, real quick, overnight, I'm going to try that discipline roll to get rid of that little bit of madness that's plaguing me still.
Ooh, okay.
I just have to roll a discipline roll. I just have to roll it. I have to roll discipline and I have to get a triumph when I roll it.
Yeah, and it's an average check, right?
I didn't write down what it is, what the difficulty is.
Okay,
I can look it up real quick. I've got it over here.
Two purple in there.
2 purple? Okay.
Yeah, and since you're all out of points, I gotta get you back on the board.
Yep. Alright,
As you meditate into the madness.
Just trying to get back to normal.
Oh!
No idea what just happened.
There's the triumph. Some buggies were speeding through town, but you failed your discipline check, but you did get a triumph. So I will totally say you could use that triumph. As you take a punch strain, as you have bad visions, and you know what it is because in the back of your head, that 3-day trip back, you could hear Kara. You pretended you couldn't, but you could hear her psychic screams in anguish. Dude. The whole time you're hearing her get murdered out there, and you're just like, dude, a bullet through the head would have been a mercy. But you did get your triumph to get your grit and your gumption and push away the madness that was starting to creep in.
Oof. That's a relief.
Got some deep introspective shit there.
Kind of shocked that I got that.
I love how everything was failure, but you still came up triumph.
Didn't say I had to succeed, just said I had to make a triumph.
It's all coming up Millhouse.
Alright, now that I'm no longer psycho, I'll go and regroup. I'll kind of head back toward town where I assume these guys usually are.
Okay.
On our downtime, Sniggly Widget wants to get some biomechanical mods done.
Ooh. And what mods are you going into the shop to get? I mean, Jahamad's facility's got everything.
Just the biomechanical ports and the multi-tool.
Ooh, the multi-tool's a good one.
Yeah.
I had a question. So I was looking at, also getting some attachments, right?
Okay.
And the Oculus implant, it specifically says can remove a black added due to smoke, dust, or darkness. Would that include navigation?
Yep, it would definitely get rid of one of the black dice if there's bad weather.
Oh, that might be worth it then. I mean, but it is 800, which is steep. A bit steep.
It is, but it's worth it.
Okay, here is what I'm thinking of doing. All right. I was thinking that if I could get an ocular implant and a torch finger.
Ooh.
So that I can, be good at all that.
Have even more options.
Yeah, the total cost of that comes out to 1,100. So
Look how quickly they spend it.
I know I'm literally broke again. But it's for making money in the future. Am I right?
Hey, it's totally an investment in the future.
Got to spend money to make money, and if I
Well-
do this, I can basically be super amazing at salvage.
Well, that's what the multi-tool does for me.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh, I already have the multi-tool. So if I also
Yeah,
get
I know.
torch finger,
That's like so yesterday.
Well,
Yeah.
the biomechanical port, reduces the difficulty to install mods for me, and the next 4 don't create that strain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't need to worry about that because I'm just built different. But
Mhm.
literally in this case.
but I
but
can get more mods than you can. Or I have a bigger choice.
you have
of
a bigger
mods.
list.
Yeah.
You have a bigger list. So
What's the Halo?
yeah. You fine with me just getting those 2, James?
Yeah. At Jahamed's, you could totally do it. I mean, he is the one mod boss that's in charge of most of the mod stuff. I mean, if it's in the book, it is available at his shop, and because you're friends, he will make sure you get one of the experienced modders and not just the new guy.
Nice. I will thank Jahamed.
This way, there's no chance of any screw ups.
Very good. Yay, so now the desert affects me less.
Did you have done the heat insulation?
The mod?
I stepped away. I didn't hear what he was having installed. Yeah.
Oh, I was having the ocular implant and the torch finger.
Oh, I already had the ocular implant.
I didn't. I chose to get a multi-tool instead. So,
Yeah, the multi-tool is useful.
Yeah, no, 100%. I've been doing well on salvaging and stuff because of it. So, I mean, a free upgrade.
The thing is, it has 2 hard points, but what are you going to do to it? I was thinking about having the plasma torch installed. So it adds burn when you punch somebody, but
honestly, the next thing I was looking at. Honestly, the next thing I was looking at was gauntlets, and that was just for the fact of upping my brawn by 1. So I can carry more salvage.
So you can carry more salvage.
Not for the fighting ability, just so I can carry more salvage.
Hey, that's totally sensible.
Would it be possible?
Yeah,
I was gonna buy a Magnus shield if I can find one.
Yeah, I mean my rucksack is really good for that, but besides that, having extra brawn is never a bad thing.
So for the Magnus shield, are you going through just usual contacts for the firewalls for equipment?
Yeah, I'd prefer not to owe Jahamed any favors if at all possible.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a negotiation roll to see if anyone's got one for sale. Going through normal contacts. Somebody wants to get a sword and board.
There we go. I think I hit it. Did it come up?
Oh, there it
Do we
goes.
have a mech
Nope,
kit?
that was...
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. You do not have one. So, Thorn, you totally find a shop. It takes a bit of running around town. Totally costing you 2 strain, but you totally find a shop that does have one for sale. Do you want to negotiate or buy it for the purchase price? And of course, like everything on Salvage, it's secondhand.
If it is like, totally usable, no defects, I will take it regular price.
Okay. Yep, no defects. It's overhauled, patched up, not bad looking.
Alrighty, cool.
And what is Cybele salvaging? Or are you just modifying your
Sorry,
roll?
I was trying to get the blue dice working.
Okay.
Practice.
The pool is clear if you want to double check it.
Yeah, no, it should be good now. Yeah, it is. I have now a permanent blue to myself.
Because with a finger flick, you can use your power tools.
Yep. Actually, I can just make that a permanent success, so you know.
Yeah, you can always change it to the S for success.
You know what, you right? I'm going to do that right now.
You trust the success more than a blue?
Nope. I have to do it so like that. There we go. Okay, cool. I mean, yes, I prefer the guaranteed than the maybe.
Okay, anything else you guys spending your quickly spent cash on?
Nope, I'm out of money, so let's go make some more.
What about Sarah?
I'm gonna hold on to my money.
Sarah's
Because-
bankrolling to retire.
Yeah. Also, things are expensive.
Well,
Could I do one more thing? Would I be able to do mechanics on the All Blue?
Yeah, you could totally use Jahaman's facility for that.
Cool. Do I get any blues from that?
You do, because you're getting a fully flung out auto shop.
yeah.
Cool. So
That gives
I'll
you a
just
free
turn that-
upgrade.
So I will turn that blue into one automatic success,
Okay.
and then so you don't need to add that in, and then I'll make mechanics roll.
So you got an upgrade and gets 2 purple. Because all you're doing is fixing her strain, right?
Yeah. Ready?
As Jahaman is gladly watching you fix Old Blue, and it's like, ha ha ha, this brings back memories when I was under Old Blue working away on her. As, he totally comes over while you're working on Old Blue and rubs the one blue fender. For Old Blue, this fender is tradition, so I hope you always keep the tradition going of keeping this fender still colonial blue. Do you know how hard it is to get that pigment these days?
Cybele does not.
As he goes into this old montage of the woodlu 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 flashback of his time with his mates on this planet, salvaging across the country, of how they went into the green zone and how they used to do ice runs and all these other cool adventures. And Cybele, there's just something about you that reminds me of myself. And it's probably the mechanical half of him. But it does my mechanical heart good knowing that you and your friends are taking Old Blue out to continue the tradition.
Cybele greatly appreciates you giving us the chance to do so.
And he totally, shushes away the other mechanics and his guards. And at one point during the kind of half conversation, half memory talk, he says, "So, Cybele, just between you and I just wanted to make sure that that firewall friend of yours, Thorn." Yes, you can totally tell he's playing off that he doesn't remember the name, but totally remembers the name. He's trustable, right? Question mark floating in the air.
Cybele believes that Thorn does not have the best idea about you. But Cybele also believes that Thorn will not try to do anything as long as he is with us. And Cybele would like to tell you a little story about myself. Cybele was once part of a caravan. And Cybele grew up in the dust, traveling from place to place, not going anywhere. As such, Cybele doesn't have many allegiances. But Cybele sees no reason why not to have allegiance to you. You have treated Cybele and my companions very nicely. And Cybele thinks that our friendship is very good. And if it comes down to it, Cybele would not hesitate to turn in the firewall to you.
And he totally pats you on the back. Is like, as always, Cybele, I thank you for your honesty. I have much to think about. He goes back inside and says, have fun using the tools. Just make sure they get back to where they need to be.
Cybele will do so.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Initiative, let's fight it now.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So, sorry, James. Another question. So the Genesys talent expand, the sheet that you sent us, we can buy any of them and use them?
For the talents?
Yeah.
As long as they make sense for this setting.
Because the one I was thinking about was to get the skill that gives me an extra 2 careers.
Okay, you sell me on this idea.
Yes, that is what I was going to do. But I haven't quite decided yet. So I was just wondering if that was an option that I could take.
Did you say the one that gives you 2 new career skills?
Yeah.
Well-rounded, I think it is.
I think that it's a tier 3, I know that much.
It depends, because there's I think 2 or 3 that are setting specific, and there's just the generic one that you can totally take. But I'm just looking for you sell me on the idea of why it's fly, which is not a hard sell, by the way.
Well, I'm not going to use it for that, of course. But my reasoning would be, well, first of all, one of the skills that I would incorporate would be medicine, and that would be because the group needs someone to take care of the organics. And as such, Cyber with the highest intelligence, and although new to medicine, could make very good use of it.
Yeah, that's totally sensible. As you totally go over to the medical facility, and you're just like, I'm going to download some information here.
And the second one would have to be ranged combat, as Cybele needs to also protect themselves.
Ooh, Cybele's getting offensive. I like it.
Going light or heavy?
I don't think there's a difference in this game, is there?
There is, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
So small arms or long arms?
If anything, probably light. Because, like, one thing that I could get is an integrated weapon, which is a light weapon.
That is a thing.
So, just pull, a Django Unchained and just boom, right out of my arm. But yeah, if anything, it would probably be light. But yeah, I would download those into my databanks.
I wonder how your personality will be altered with the medical features and the military features.
I can torture people better.
Damn! Apparently, some very clinical programming came through that teaches you the idea of clinical separation. How to turn off your goddamn humanity. Damn.
Well, to be
This
fair,
is taking a weird turn.
To be fair, Salvage was never a place for pure of heart, anyways.
Salvage is a horrible, dark place.
It's true. We never said we were the good guys.
You're the guys who bring home the salvage.
We're just doing paycheck to paycheck.
That's a Dust Demon is a pretty useful one.
Yep, that's one I have.
Yeah, I just got it.
So we got the 20 from last setting, not yet this setting, right?
Not yet this setting.
Yeah, okay. I just wasn't sure because people don't normally buy stuff mid-session. That's why I was
Well,
curious.
we're at a break.
It's
Yeah,
a story
makes
beat.
sense. No, it totally makes sense. I just wasn't sure if I was missing something or not.
No.
So what's everyone buying?
Totally because we abruptly ended last time mid capture / torture session.
I'm gonna buy well-rounded and then just keep 10 XP for now. So.
What is that?
Oh, it just adds 2 career skills.
Oh, sweet.
So I will get career skill in both medicine and range light, and then I will just, eventually go into them.
As one does, going to the hospital to download some range combat and some, medical skills.
Yes. Doesn't everybody else?
My organic friends keep falling apart for some reason. And though I can't really quantify our other friend Gideon's healing vibes, it's good to have some medical science behind us.
Oh, and I think I should probably buy a utility belt.
Oh, no, I have a utility belt.
Hey, they do come in handy.
They are really handy.
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't buy one earlier.
Well, in this setting, we did start pretty damn cash poor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I had over 100 before, so. So, but yep, whatever. Where's my encumbrance?
Hey, do you...
There we go.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Do you have a Junkers pack?
No.
You might want to get one because it's really good for scrapping.
Yeah, I also need to get a mech kit too, so.
Yeah, I don't have enough money for that, but to be fair,
well, we only need one. I thought we talked about getting one, but I guess we didn't buy it.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, we're not really modding many things, so
no, but to have it,
Yeah, it's better to have it and not need it than to need and not have it. Yeah, I 100%.
Well,
that.
we're getting to the point where we actually have enough money.
Me wondering why all the turtle.
I mean, there is this.
To be fair, we've only actually scrapped things once in this entire.
Or twice or 3 times. Yeah, we really haven't done much. So
Mhm.
okay, are we ready to set out now?
So
I get to go.
you guys totally got the chance to rest, recoup. You went back to your places. You guys ended up going to meet for jobs. You download your pad of what the new jobs are out there.
Oh, that's right. I haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah, there's totally 3 new gigs out there for you to check out there.
Oh, my vote is the third one. We just get some more money.
Was there an actual vote for that?
I
I
don't
did
vote,
not
so.
make a vote. I figured you guys could discuss around the lunch table eating fire beetle burgers. So the first job is a remote spacecraft salvage, which is shock and awe big news because somebody saw a falling star basically out of the skyline, those don't happen very often, which is probably a wreckage from orbit. A distress signal from a remote area of the planet indicates the crash of an unknown spacecraft. The group is tasked with locating the wreckage in a hazardous and uncharted region. The salvage job involves retrieving valuable components, salvaging intact technology. Of course, that's the big one, is people want new shit. Do you know how rare you find new shit? And investigating the cause of the crash while contending with harsh environmental conditions and unknown potential threats. And that will be taking you up to the north, somewhere almost to the frozen zone. Then we've got the Lost Expedition Recovery. A previous expedition crew vanished in the desert while searching for an ancient artifact. The group is hired to track down the missing team's last known location and salvage any valuable discoveries they might have made. And hopefully if they're alive, that's kind of implied with the job, right? The job involves navigating treacherous terrain, decoding cryptic messages left behind, and uncovering the fate of the lost expedition.
That
And
one
then-
got my vote because it involves saving people.
And am I going to have to make a poll for the vote?
No.
And then
No,
the
we're gonna
third
just
one
talk about it.
is precious resource extraction. The mining guild needs assistance in extracting rare and valuable resource from an abandoned desert mine. The mine, now overrun with dangerous creatures and known for unstable geological conditions, holds valuable ores and minerals critical for the community's technology. The group must navigate the dangers of the abandoned mine, extract the resources, and ensure they can safely transport amid threats of rival mining or scavenger groups that may be out there. On the plus side, this is totally, and when I say mine, we're not talking miner 49er mine, we're talking industrial mine that you can drive your rig into the mine. Because this is a big, massive industrial mine.
My vote's for that one then.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm liking the first one more.
I'm sensing I'm going to have to make a poll, huh?
No, the first one. I was thinking the first one, but yeah, no, I can go with the first one too.
So that's
It's fine
2
with
votes for
me.
the first one.
Sure,
Well,
let's do that one.
Democracy prevailed. We're going after a spaceship.
Who knows what we might uncover?
We might find the people who need rescuing.
Yes.
Hey, they could be in stasis. That could totally be a thing.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
all of your
Actually-
great-great-great-grandparents were in stasis,
I mean, to be fair, more people for the grinder, right?
Yikes. What happened to you?
We don't know exactly what glitch got downloaded during that transfer for the new talent.
Sorry, I had to quote some Warhammer there. I'm good now.
Started out very gentle. Now it was like, wow.
I didn't know Chauvin was in Tucson. Sorry.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it's news article caught my attention.
All right, so I think we've decided then.
Okay, so good old Jahamid, gets you your cash and has your vehicle all restocked and supplied. You got some fresh water. It probably comes out of the restroom there because, that's another one of his side hustles is filtering urine from the restrooms into drinkable water.
Oh, wait, James, I realized one thing before we go.
What's that one thing?
Could we sell the vehicle guts?
Oh yeah, that's right. We were gonna sell. Yeah, but to
You
the
definitely
scrapper.
can. The
Yeah, we're gonna sell
scrapper
it
will
to-
gladly pay you 3,000 scrap for those pristine vehicle parts.
3,000 scrap.
That's with the 20% increase.
It doesn't matter. Our friend screwed us.
So 3,000 scrap, and when I sell scrap, it actually gets upgraded because I have a skill. Oh my god.
You okay there? Do you need a moment?
I need a moment.
Oh, you got.
You're talking about selling the scrap to the scrap chief, right?
Yep,
The
the
one
Scrappers
that I
Guild.
know.
And you have another man's treasure, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So the question is that allotting anything that you're wanting to do additional gear-wise or modifications to anything?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Hey,
look
did we ever get a crow spec for the? Yeah, we got a crow spec.
Yeah,
right?
we have a cross
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
found one, and Jahamid let us keep it.
That's right.
The benevolent Jahamid let you keep it.
We
Yeah,
could now
even
buy
though-
a mech kit.
Even though we just got more for scrap than for yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I told you, man.
Well, that's because you sold it to the scrap guy, and he's just like, your scrap, it's so pretty and clean and functional. He's seeing the brand new batteries as pure materials to be ripped open and harvested, and not just the batteries.
So
Yeah.
3,000 scrap.
Is there anything we can do to Old Blue? Let's see here.
I mean, I don't mind upgrading Old Blue. You know?
Oh,
Yeah,
blue don't mind being upgraded either, as long as you keep that blue fender.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could buy some more blue.
You want to paint the whole thing
Colonial
blue?
blue, it's very
Okay,
rare.
okay, I'm not that rich, okay? I'm just talking about, like, maybe the bumper, too, you know?
You give Old Blue a brand new, complete blue paint job, and the first day out, the sandstorm strips half of it off.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking, it's like, but where would mods for the vehicle be?
In the Salvage book, they actually do not have any,
Yeah.
so you can totally steal from any of the other books for vehicles.
Yeah, well, I only have one other book, so, and that's the core book.
I would like to take some things from the Twilight Imperium book, and I would like to put on a battleship spine-mounted railgun. Am I pronouncing that right?
Somehow you find the only railgun in the entire colony.
Damn.
You have to put it on a train in order to be able to actually mount it.
We have it mounted the second everything's taken off. Old Blue's just crushed.
So with that, I wanted to just see if I could get because we got 3,000 scrap there coming to us. I was gonna see if I could just get a couple mods for the Inferno blade.
Damn, he
yeah,
gets a
I mean,
gets a
if we buy-
vintage sword,
if
and the
we
first
buy
thing
a
he wants to
mod
do is
kit.
mod it out.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get the mod kit and the mech kit.
Yeah, if we get both, yeah, we can get the mod kit and the med kit. If you buy some mods, I
There we
can
go.
put it with the mod kit on your weapon, you know, and that would be just like instant.
Okay, sure. We
So,
can do that.
The mech
Yeah.
kit is 300.
I just wanted to get the. I
How much
wanted
is-
to do a balanced hilt with it, which is 200 scrap and a what's it called? Heat vents,
Yeah,
which is
considering our offensive power is
150
negligible.
superior.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have any superior
So that
scrap
would
on
be-
us. We just have regular scrap.
Well, you can convert it. Yeah, but you can convert it. It's like 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 or something like that.
How quickly
So-
the cop is spending your money.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Yeah, Joseph, if you have any of the other books for like
it's
vehicle
5
mods,
5 to 1 is
Yeah, I can-
superior.
I can get
So
5 to 1, okay.
So that would be 750 for the heat vents, and then I mean I'll pay back in credits if it's coming up short, and then 200 scrap for the balance sale. So it'd be 950 scrap total for the 2 mods that I would like.
950 scrap, okay. So then we would be left over with... Okay, so we would be left over with 2,050 scrap to sell or do whatever with.
James,
Uh-huh.
remember back in the steampunk game where I was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Uh-huh, and crippling small orphans.
Yeah, I was thinking more along the beating the shit out of Hans and Franz.
Oh, God, the fighting match. Ba-da-da-da.
I think this current character could probably give Mr. Hyde a run for his money in the ring. Entirely on accident.
Damn.
Anyway,
Wait, so scrap is normally a... Yep, so 1 scrap is 2 credits.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a 2 to 1, because you're going through the cheap stuff to get to the good stuff.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
because of my thing, I actually sell it for 3 credits.
yeah, we like selling to that guy. We made a lot more than.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking we just sell the rest of the 2,050 scrap and then we just convert that to money. Because if I sell that, let's see.
Oh, now he's looking for the he's playing the stock market.
I mean, that's 6,150 credits right there. We can do a lot with that.
Yes, you can.
And I mean, even if we don't spend the money, just having money on us is good.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there we go.
Just having
So you
money
guys
for Kira's 2.0.
So you guys fine putting 950 towards Evan's thing and then
I
selling
have
the rest?
absolutely no problem with that. Yeah, absolutely none whatsoever.
Okay. You good with that, Joseph?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. We're gonna do that then. We're gonna sell 2,050 scrap for 3 apiece. So
And then
then
I
we have a
sense we
total
have
of 6,150 scrap.
I sense we have
Yeah.
Credits.
a medium and a hard mechanics check.
Yep. 1 second.
Which
And then-
ones?
Okay, so,
medium,
Yeah. So
The
everybody
first mod is
gets,
medium.
Well, let's get the mech kit and stuff for that we know we need first.
Yeah. Let's buy
Yeah.
that. So how much do those 2 cost together?
That was 950 scrap for the 2
No,
mods. Or
I'm-
are you talking about something else now?
No,
Sorry.
the kits.
It's like
Kit.
300 for the mech kit.
Yep, mech kit's 300 and...
I didn't see the mod kit anywhere, but it could be in a different book. Or
No,
something. I don't
the
know.
mech kit is what you use to mod. So,
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so then, yeah, 1 second.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got that. If somebody wants to help me with Evan's stuff,
I can help.
okay,
I mean-
So
cool.
I'm actually, the thing is, it's adding attachments. It's not actually mods. They're both just attachments.
Yeah, well, that's what mods are.
Yeah, no, that's essentially what it's for.
Yeah, they just interchanged the phrasing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. So
And it's basically 2 different ones, so it's just 2 average checks. What's the
Both of
worst
them
that
average?
happens? Yep.
So which one do you want the most, Evan?
You know what? I think the heat vents is probably going to be the better one, so I don't overheat this thing too much.
Okay, so if you want that one, then I'll do the other one first. So that when I build up stuff,
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So.
And I will assist.
Oh,
Okay, I got a blue dice in there for assist.
Nope. Take out that blue. I'm making it an automatic success.
Sweet.
Okay, the blue is removed. You just have to succeed, not waste the credits.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
and that's
Damn, shoddy work. Let's hope you have no threats when you use the sword with the shoddy modification.
How about let me tell you what I'm going to use my determination and add. First of all, there's no automatic success. That doesn't matter. It's threat. Okay, I'm going to use my 3 blues at this point.
Yeah, that's right. There's no auto success on that.
Well,
I didn't put one there. That's my bad.
So 3 successes and 2 threat is the result.
And there's
Yeah.
I cleared the pool
Still
if you'd
think-
like
yeah,
to use
same
your
thing.
determination.
Yeah, we use my determination. Roll 3 blues. Yeah, it took one of them away.
So only 1 threat, which is better because that's just a point of strain as opposed to shoddy repairs. As
Yeah.
you guys are doing the modification on it, and you're just like, dude, that's going to fall off the first time we try to use it. Let's do it again. Okay, so first one has no problem. You get the mod on. That's up to you to put on the weapon. Just make sure
That's
to put
the
it in your
heat
notes. Yep, that's going
Yeah.
to be super important with that one.
Yeah, that was definitely the more important of the 2.
Yep. So the second one, we will do it.
And are you taking the auto success again, I take it? Ooh, spending your last point. I got your upgrade in there.
What do you think, Evan? Success or advantage?
What's the roll?
Well, he gets
It's
to
currently 4
declare.
yellows.
Yeah.
4 yellows against 2 purple. I can make one of the blues, and I can make the blue into a success or an advantage.
Oh gosh.
Keep the blue. There's always the option to get a success and an advantage on it. There's a 1 in 6 chance.
But there's 2 sides of the blank.
Tell you what, let's I'll say let's do it as an advantage.
Okay. Cool. You ready, James?
Yep.
Boo.
As you're totally doing the balance hilt, and you're just like, something's wrong with the workmanship. It's the equipment, you think, not the workmanship. But you, even with the advantage there, you just don't pull off the balance tilt.
Alright, so basically we just waste the part, right?
Then actually, could I spend those 3 advantage not to waste it?
I would totally give you that you don't waste it. You can salvage the equipment that you spent the credits on.
Yes. Cybele apologizes for not being able to install it, but Cybele at least managed not to break it.
Alright. Does that mean we could try it again, or is it
somebody else can?
You can try it again. I mean,
well, is that what the that 2 purple, is that with or without the med kit?
That's with the med kit.
Okay.
If we can try it again, we might as well.
I don't have medicine, so well, for that, yeah, no, I mean, I can't do it. Yeah, I can try it.
You have mechanics, I thought.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, for some reason, do a biomechanical thing, but no, that's different.
Yeah,
this is just modding his weapon. As you're like,
Still help
move
again.
over, posers.
Try my new. I'm gonna try my new handy dandy multi tool.
Nice.
I've
And
got
I'll
some
help,
mods. Okay, I'll add a blue.
See, that's how it's
Yay.
done.
Nicely
Go
done.
ahead and roll a
Nicely
blue
done.
as well, by the way, because just as I clicked the blue is when you rolled. Your timing is perfect.
Oh, here we go.
Just the blue, huh?
I get it.
As
Nothing.
Oh.
I was helping anyway, so I rolled it.
his help was a
Did-
blank dice. You know how much help that was.
Yeah.
As you totally get to play off the new tool and try it out in the modifications.
Awesome.
By the way, with the credits left over after spending the stuff, we all get an additional 1,462 credits.
Oh Jesus!
Bang.
Wait, that's including the sale of the buggies?
No, this is separate from the buggies.
That was just from the scrap that we sold to the
What was
dude
it?
I know.
1,400 what?
62.
So that's from you guys selling all the scrap that you've been carrying around in the back of Old Blue.
Yeah.
Basically, all of your stuff has been cashed in now. Blue is completely empty in the cargo bay.
Jesus Christ, I have a lot of money.
I got
I mean-
1,500. Damn it!
Y'all
I
been
have
holding on to that
2,500.
scrap for a while.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see if there's any more mechatronic stuff I can do.
A Satan.
Integrated weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
So, Anshin, I'm assuming that means that that's payout for just you guys, since I was the one using mine for the
No,
mods.
that was for everybody. That was split 4 ways.
Oh, dang.
I just took your cut completely out of it. Like, so.
Should I get a halo?
Cool. Cool.
So
cool.
I guess consider that a freebie.
Cool. I'll take it.
I'm gonna get a halo.
Honestly, that's a good one.
What's that one do?
As increases intellect by 1 and psychic soak by 1, but that doesn't. Yeah,
Ooh. That sounds fun.
it's also 1,500. So gems.
Now you gotta install a cybernetic thing.
Yeah, well, I could just have the doc do that, but
And if you're doing it at Jahamid's, he does have that available.
yeah,
It is
but
good.
It's an 8 for rarity, so
He does have it in stock. That's the nice thing with being with the guy who is in charge of cybernetics in this city-state.
okay. Can I get one?
He can totally provide you one if you have the credits.
Have the credits.
Honestly, not gonna lie, I've been thinking of possibly saving up just to get an extra arm.
Cybel
What?
has 3 arms now and needs modification to arm 3.
Exactly. You can never have enough arms. Maybe I can make myself into General Gugas.
Oh, jeez.
You know, just buy 4 swords just to spin.
Yikes.
Okay. And there goes. I'm back down to 36 credits.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
uh
Considering I just spent 2,800.
congratulations, you're now broke.
Yeah.
James,
You're
what's it
cooler.
going to take to modify the main weapon on blue?
What kind of modification are you looking at?
Well, so it's a scrap cannon, which means that after every shot we have to reload it with scrap. Can I make it linked and give it a second barrel?
Ooh.
Or
There's something where you can make it
I'm
auto
auto
fire.
reloading.
I don't want auto fire. I want linked.
Auto reload.
They're different.
Make it a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah,
For 1,000 credits or scrap, I think you could do that.
1,000 credits done immediately.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, Who's going to
That
give me
doesn't even dent my income.
the average mechanics check for that?
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Want to give me a blue?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll help.
Cool. You want
I
an
have a green
advantage
and a yellow.
or a success?
A success.
Ready, James?
Yep.
Hey!
Holy shit! 4 successes, 2 advantage. Or no, 3 because you added it in there. Good job putting it in. So in no time at all, you guys take a second piece and you get some industrial piping, and you have one brand new shiny barrel and the old beat up barrel next to it as a double barrel cannon.
Dying.
Talbot believes this is adequate.
And when you finish the repair, did you want because that's a good suggestion that you get the superior quality. Both barrels are perfectly aligned to give a blue dice for anyone shooting with them.
Definitely do that.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that then. It is now superior.
Let me go and update blue.
Of course, that's only for a session. And if we don't use it in the next, 45 minutes, we'll totally say it's for next session. Because that's how we roll. Because I ain't going to give you a cool thing like superior for a session, not let you actually get to use it.
Yep.
Alrighty, so we got that. Blue is all healed up. We should all be healed up at this point. Anything else we need to buy? Do we? I guess we need to spend some money on refilling blue and whatnot. But
No, Jahaman totally covered you guys with a refill. Took care of your
with
fuel.
how much he screwed us over on those buggies, he better.
He didn't screw you over. He gave you fair market value.
Excuse me, 5,000 and a Jahamed smile. That's well worth it.
Yes, and we got 3,000
And
just
you
for
got
a few parts.
And you got
It
free
wasn't a few
lunch.
parts. It was quite a number of parts.
Yeah.
You got free lunch, sans your tip for the waitress.
Ooh, well, I don't know. I went to Fleming's the other night, so that could be quite a bit. That was a waste of money.
Oh, that sucks.
For how much it costs. Yeah.
I take it did not go well.
Well, I mean, the food was good, but not, $80 a plate good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, for that price, I'm going to the Brazil. I can eat
that
place.
doesn't include the $15 for like each side that you get or whatever. I mean, it's
at that point, might as well go to that Brazilian steak place.
Yeah, well, that's where we normally go for. Yeah, but my mom didn't want to go there. She wanted to go to Fleming's, and she was paying. So, yes, dinner for 3 people was well over my car payment.
Dude, it's getting so bad lately. Dinner at McDonald's is over a car payment sometimes.
And my car payment, it's funny because I parked and I'm like, I have a brand new $42,000 Traverse, and it is the cheapest car in the lot.
I
mean,
that's when you know you're in trouble.
I mean, I have the highest level you can get before you start adding all the stupid packages on it. And I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, I'm parked next to a Lexus, SUV that costs like $60,000, and my mom's little Rogue costs more. Because her Rogue costs like 50 some grand because it's got all the bells and whistles in it, like every single one you can imagine.
It's all about the good toys.
Yeah, well, like my mom's car yelled at her once because she was driving just north of Picacho Peak on I-10 and got hit by a gust of wind, and the car told her to pull over and rest because it thought she was falling asleep because she got knocked around by the wind.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So that's the type of packages she has.
I mean, that's cool. It's got that feature. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Now
we
we need
think
that-
you just nodded off.
Yeah. Now we need that on
So,
or
where is this location of the ship?
Oh yeah.
You want to see it on the big map.
Yeah, we
I
want to see
do
what we have
want
to
it.
drive by.
Someone
Is
say
it near the
drive by.
dragon?
As all of a sudden now you're asking very important questions.
Yeah.
Because it's just a basic triangulation. Let's draw a circle. We'll put a red circle. Orange circle. Yeah, orange.
Why are there two blues on the map?
Oh, those...
One's for him, one's for us.
Oh, yeah. I just see that one of them's off the map. So.
Oh, there's the orange. Okay.
Oh, the orange circle, that's where we're heading.
The
Also,
big
James,
orange
I'm
circle.
not sure if I'm supposed to, but I can move and see both of them. So.
Oh, that's because I once you guys knew where you really were, I revealed where the secret
Yeah.
blue is. See, all I have to do
Yeah.
is go, whoosh, blue
Yeah,
just
one's
disappeared.
for us where we think where you think we are, and the other one is where we actually are.
I actually revealed to everyone where you guys thought you were and where you actually really were last session. That's why you could all see the ghost blue. And you may want to heal up that strain on blue since you got it all cleaned up.
Yep,
So it is definitely a trek, but if you can find a crashed spaceship, even if the thing is mostly crash site, the salvage would be monumental.
And blue is empty, so we can get a lot.
And
Yeah.
you've basically pulled out every bucket full of scrap from old blue. So her hangar bay inside is completely empty. As poor Gideon's been sleeping back there.
Encumbrance capacity 100. What is that? 100 what though?
It's 100 encumbrance. It's a generic term.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a suit of power armor, it's worn, it's 0, but encumbrance wise, it's 8.
I thought when you wore it only took off 3. Or is that just for Star Wars?
That's just for Star Wars.
Okay.
Okay, so then, we ready?
Straight north.
Hey, let's go. Anybody want to help me?
North
Sure.
to a space crash.
Cool. I'll turn that one blue into a success.
Can you do that with like any roll?
Any career skill.
Wow.
Jesus.
Of which he now has more.
So the question is...
Yeah, no, so I was rereading through the ESO stuff, and apparently I misread the ESO dedicated programming. So it says whenever adding any number of blue to a skill check using a career skill, this character may choose the result of one of the blues. I thought it was just for one skill, so I just made it mechanics, but it's for any of my career skills.
It's career skill.
Yeah, that's it.
It's almost like they were
That's it,
born
yeah.
to do things.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, so I
So
have...
wait, you get to choose the result as in like from a list of results or from what the sides of the dice are?
The character may choose the result of one of the blue added.
Because one of the possible results
So
of
he
the
can
die
actually
is
choose it to
success
be
advantage.
blank.
You
could
could
choose
totally
blank.
choose blank.
But success advantage is a single side as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is.
No,
there
not
is.
blue.
Yeah,
On a blue, yeah. There's one.
Oh.
There's a
There's
2
one
advantage,
side.
There's a success advantage. There's a success.
Yeah.
So I can choose that?
yeah. It's
that-
the
that
number
is a
6
valid
side.
result.
It's a success. That's why I was joking with you up above. You could always pick the success advantage.
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't know that. Okay, so then I get to do 1 success, 1 advantage then. Okay, are we ready?
Okay, so you're getting your navigation going as you guys pull out of town. Let's see what
you
the
need to roll the dice for
Weather.
yeah. And by the way, when making this roll, minus 1 of those black die. So yeah.
These
Ooh.
sandstorms every time.
Wow,
Well,
you guys leave town on the shittiest time ever. The weather's nice and cool, only 105 degrees, but severe sandstorm. As soon as you guys get through the gates, the gate guards are like, you fucking assholes. Why did you make us have to open the gates in this weather? Close the gate! As there's a pile of sand they have to shovel out just to get the gate to close again. Who comes and goes during a sandstorm, you assholes?
we
I
do.
don't know.
And I have taken out one of the black dice for your navigation and put in a blue for someone assisting you.
Cool.
And he decided to make it harder just for shits and giggles.
Look at
Yeah.
how many points y'all got.
Yeah, we have 3 now. Okay.
Come on, you all know how
We
this
got
goes.
this.
Yep, and you guys were totally provided the radio frequency, which is... That's the radio frequency right there for the distress signal.
There's too many
Too many decimals there, bud.
decimals. No, not too many decimals, but too many periods. If it's a frequency, it can only be,
We're in space. This is space frequency.
This is what happens when you just mash the number pad with your hand. And the ship on the distress beacon, you can just barely make out that the ship's name is the Salvation.
Yeah.
The best
so-
part is you guys are taking off without doing any research. That's the best.
So, yeah, I think I'm successful.
We're doers, not thinkers.
Yeah, apparently.
And
Okay.
I'm going to use those 3 advantage to... Okay, so guys, I have 2 thoughts, okay? One is to make a clear path, but the second idea is that we're the first ones there.
Yeah, that one works.
Or, I mean, if that's too much, you can at least say maybe we go extra far on day 1 or something,
Oh, yeah.
depending on how potent we can be.
Because remember, this is a multi-day trip. I mean,
Yeah, that is true.
3 hexes per day, so it's at least a 3-day trip to get in the general vicinity.
4.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 days to get to the edge of the possible area. And then it's technically like a day and a half area to search.
Okay, then I think I'll just make
Oh,
it to
no,
where
it's
it's a smooth ride.
2.5 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
I'll start off the trip with just smooth sailing then.
okay. Well, with your successes alone, it's smooth sailing. I mean, if you want for the 3 advantage, you can find a shortcut and double the speed.
Yeah, do that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, shortcut it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we'll be the first ones
Okay.
out there.
Shortcut.
Get your butt out there at the 5 hex mark. You tell me where you're getting. Okay, you're getting there. Okay, day 2. It's going to be like this direction. Is there anything you're doing on the morning of day 2?
Having a good breakfast.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm drinking my motor oil.
As
Or
then,
whatever
as then I
SOC.
silently snicker to myself that you should have taken the advantage for an upgrade in your next navigation roll.
Well, what's the storm like today?
Today's weather is...
Ha! Much
Wow.
easier.
Hey!
So,
Temperatures
Someone-
staying in the 105s and only 2 black dice. Which means only 1 on the roll.
yep, so someone will help me. So obviously I turn that blue into advantage success.
And by the way, on your sensor system, is there anything specifically you're setting it to detect? I mean, you're not there yet, but I just figured I'd ask in advance.
Probably technology or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Like specifically human, I would say, not only because,
Unless you
physical
want to
things.
look for life signs.
No.
There's going to be a lot of life signs. A lot of beetles.
Yeah, technology.
Thankfully, this far north, the beetles don't like to go, so hey, you're safe from the beetles.
Oh, well then.
I'd still say technology.
Yeah, I'm good with technology.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll your navigation, and then we'll do your computers for setting it up.
Okay.
Because that's just an average check, I think, for computers.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my.
Here's my friend the ghost car.
Oh, at least we had such a huge head start.
So how many advantage would it be for me to realize that we're off course?
I'll give you 3 after you do me a favor. And would you totally roll me a
Computers?
D6.
D6 and a D4?
Okay.
Oh,
a
jeez.
D6 and a D4.
The direction
So I don't like that.
No. I have a feeling we're going south a
Holy
lot.
Can we use mine instead?
Oh yeah, because that's so much better.
Okay, you totally realize that you went the wrong direction, and somebody besides Cybo, give me a perception check. Don't roll yet, though. Let me set it
That
for
would
you.
be me.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. You
Son
don't
of a
notice nothing. Obviously, there must be hills
biscuit.
and dales in the way. So
You don't have anything that gives you additional perception?
It removes a black and gives me an extra point in perception.
You don't have Dustwalker for getting +1 perception? +1 blue for perception?
Oh, that's right. I do.
did you want to add your 2 black and 1 blue?
So I have Dust Guide, so I can add 1 advantage to your thing.
So.
Oh, that's not.
I'm like, what is that?
I have no idea. Because that was not what I.
You got to make sure to click out of the box once you add a number to a dice.
There we go.
Okay. So with
Where did the black come from?
Because the dust, I didn't put it on your original perception check. But I figured if we're adding more dice, I might as well add those on. So you don't notice anything.
If you're gonna do that, okay.
How did you roll 4 freaking blues that came out blank?
No, because I did -1 black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, how are they all coming up blank?
Yeah,
is the question.
Your blues have failed you. So you guys are traveling, and you don't notice anything. Obviously, there's some hills and dales in the way of, and by hills and dales I mean fucking rocks and sand dunes. So you guys, traveled the next day, and for a fact for 3 of your 4 advantages? No, 3 of your freaking 6 advantages. For a fact, Cybo, you are heading the wrong fucking way. You were heading in an equatorial direction. You're not sure where, but you headed in a eastern-western direction, not a north-south direction. I would totally use 3 of your other advantages for an upgrade.
North of these or south of these.
Use what, James?
You could use your other 3 for an upgrade on your next check.
Can I do that?
I would. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I would suggest that.
Yes, I want to do that.
Okay.
Can I make another check?
Sure, for the next day after you guys have been driving all this time. So let's see what the weather is like for the next day. Getting lost is half the fun.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's the most beautiful thing ever. You all get out of the car and just enjoy the silence of no wind.
I didn't know it could do that.
all of a sudden you're seeing beautiful blue sky, the twin suns. You're seeing for miles. I will totally tell you that you guys see straight in front of you before you do your navigation, just over this sand dune that has no dirt haze over it, because we all live in Arizona at one point or another. We all know that dirt haze on the horizon. That there's like a hint of green ahead of you. I mean, it's miles and miles and miles ahead of you, but there's green on the horizon.
knowledge geography.
That means we're
Salvage
over here.
seems to where we know where we are. Anyways, yeah, I'd like to make my navigation check.
Okay, go ahead and make your navigation check. Let me make sure your pool's in there right. No wind, no black dice whatsoever. You do have 2 story points if you want to,
I already used one.
And I've got 1 upgrade in. Oh, you did use 1, so I got 2 upgrades in there for you. Good to go.
I would like to point out that we definitely need to turn right.
Cybele agrees with this.
Yeah, considering let's see, what do you think we're right? We're right here.
Tell you what, that's a pretty
I think
good roll.
Cybele understands where we need to go now.
As you discovered, you were right there.
It's not the worst.
I mean, you got a triumph there. What are you using that triumph for? I'm assuming heading this direction.
Can we affect the weather?
Hey, for a triumph, I will say the beautiful weather will continue. The temperature might change, but the winds will stay down. This is like you've gone north where the temperature changes. Maybe that's the reason why the green exists at all, because the change in ecosystem kills the weather. And you know what? Since you have all the successes, I'm going to give you 4 squares of movement.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Now that you knew where you were, you're like,
I'm-
fuck. We're not
right
admitting
there.
to everybody.
Right here.
Right there? Can't you guys move it? I'm like, you guys got control of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, okay. I will use that one advantage to
All
upgrade
that
the next
one
navigation
advantage.
check.
To give you blue on your next navigation check?
Yeah. And the triumph for clear skies.
Okay,
Next
the
phase.
wind is nothing. Y'all are like rolling down the windows, enjoying the air is not dirt and grit. It's actually just air. I mean, this is some baller cool shit, Okay, so go ahead and give me, it's what, average for programming your computer for sensors?
Oh,
Yep.
whoops. I was thinking navigation for next
Oh,
day.
you're wanting an upgrade on that, okay.
I actually wanted to use that for the next day's navigation, not for computers.
And I'll give
Would it
it
be-
back to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I forgot about computers there. It's understandable. Anybody want to give me a blue?
No, we
Why
don't.
not?
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
I'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll turn that blue into a success advantage. So, anyways, ready,
States you
James?
lost.
Day 3, Sam.
No, day 1 we booked it.
We ready to roll, James?
Almost. Got to add in day 3.
Okay, cool.
I mean, no win should be memorialized.
Yeah.
And I got your blue in there.
Okay, and
Jesus.
I think that computer is tuned.
Damn.
You have the same computer roll I do, but you get that thing to your blues.
So I'm assuming you like the suggestion, because that's a great suggestion.
Additional information.
And that would be for 3 advantages?
Yep. So what is it you decided to pick to track on? Life science tech, human
It was
tech?
technology.
And anything you want to use those 3 advantages for? I mean, there's some cool thoughts out there you guys could throw out. I mean, you're searching for tech in a possible crash site.
Find something that's live.
So tech and
on. Something that's on and working.
Maybe something like signals or something.
okay,
would be
working
good.
signals. I mean, there's a distress signal, so you could totally use those 3 advantage to home in on that.
I mean, yeah, I'm good with that.
Good.
And then I guess use those leftover advantages to upgrade the next computer check. Not upgrade. I guess add a blue.
Well, the next check would be navigation check for the next day.
No, but I'm talking about specifically for computer using the leftover advantage.
So I'm trying to totally make a circle. Ignore that circle. We're going to say this is the Titan corridor. So with your great check setting the comms there, you've tightened down the search grid. So it's one of those 7 squares there in the mini circle.
Mini circle.
Conveniently furthest away from you.
Nice. So is it the next day?
It is the next day, and the winds. You guys actually spent the night sitting on the hood of Old Blue, looking up at the stars. You guys got to see the stars. You know, you're totally looking and seeing the like shimmering debris belt around this planet that was your fleet. And you're just like, wow, guys, wow.
Even on this crappy planet, there's still some beauty every now and then.
And are you giving yourself a blue from that previous roll to your navigation?
Yep, and I'll turn it to 1 success, 1 advantage.
Upgrade. So obviously he's going for the highballs now. And
continue helping Cybele if
so I get another blue on top of that?
you can only do that to one of them.
Yeah, I can only do it to one of them, but I still get another blue to roll, so.
And it's not even a bad day. It's just 105 degrees. In Arizona, we call that, fall.
We call that
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
But still, no wind. It's spooky. You guys, your ears have been tuning out the wind sounds and the pebbles bouncing against shit constantly because you just grew up your whole life tuning that shit out of living on the Badlands, with the windstorms. Now it's just dead silent.
Okay. Navigation.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that navigation. Blue. Yep.
Cool.
Holy shit!
Do we make it all the way to here with that roll?
I mean, if you want to spend the 3 advantage, you could.
Yeah, but what do the successes do for us? Jeez.
So the successes will give you the 4 hex range.
Okay, so that would be here.
I mean, do you want to use something else for the 3 advantage?
Use some of them to make our destination a little more accurate.
Well, that's what the computer really is for.
Oh, that's what the comm spec is for. Yeah.
Yeah.
So add an upgrade to that.
Yeah, add it to that. Yeah.
I would
add it. I would say give it a blue.
Do you want me to, or do you want me to actually put the upgrade towards the next navigation?
Put the upgrade toward the computer so we can narrow down our search.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good with that, James?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, yeah. So I'll take this 3 advantage to upgrade my next computer check. And because of yesterday, I have a blue on top of that. So then I'll turn that into a success and advantage. And somebody else want to help me to give a blue?
Sure.
I'll keep. Oh, sure. Somebody will.
Yep.
Oh, there, that Kim's.
Yeah, for once, Cybele's on a roll. You got to slow it down somehow, huh?
Okay, so I've got an upgrade for you guys and
like we're not
a blue for you
here,
guys.
like the first trip, we're like 400 miles off course.
And the unit starts chiming a lot, picking up a lot of signals all of a sudden, but they're all like scattered at the moment in this
It's a
area.
crash site.
Because exactly, it is a crash site. Some of the ships you guys know from just human history from the landing. Some of the ships will eject things out before crashing. Other ships, when they break apart, different sections could be working. So you wouldn't be surprised before it hit something like the first mountain it hit or the first dune it hit, if it ejected cargo bays out, because that's something you guys know from a fact happens. It's a preservation model of ejecting
Or
the cargo
like any
before you
fuel
hit.
cells, or yeah,
Exactly. Because that way you don't make the crash worse.
because the engine or a fuel cell or the power plant or whatever detonating would probably be bad for any survivors.
All of a sudden the ship finishes crashing and then a nuclear bomb goes off. Yeah, that might be bad.
Yeah. Okay, so we ready?
Yep.
See, son of a sea biscuit.
As your sensors tell you, there's a lot of crap in this area. So my circle is the exact circle.
What's your computer's role, Sybil?
It's just 4 green.
Ah, gotcha.
I haven't put anything into it because, again, I've been putting everything into planetary geography.
Yeah.
That's why my planetary geography is 4 yellow.
Yeah.
Something tells me he's totally going to drop his experience in computers. As
No,
you
I have a
sense
career skill in it. I just need the XP.
that there is a lot out there. Now, while you're fiddling around with the controls and you guys are enjoying this beautiful no wind, does somebody want to get out the old looking glass and actually eyeball the area?
I'll do that.
As the driver's like, with this beautiful weather, I'm getting out of the car.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And I can help with that, and I'm more like I can help you if you're going to do perception. I'm more vigilance, but if you put us both together, it could be helpful. Yeah. Oh wait, I get additional 2 blues for my perception as for a talent. So if I help you, we can add 3 blues.
Okay.
If you use your talent.
If I use the talent, yeah, which I would do if I was helping him.
I was just making sure I didn't have to actually add some.
I'll add the blues.
Okay, so you'll take his blues.
So
yeah, and then I've got my own.
I also add a blue for Dustland goggles. So
okay, so what all am I adding? 4 blue?
4 blue from me.
Okay, are you rolling or am I rolling?
You're rolling, Kevin.
Okay, so why would his goggles add to mine?
Well, it's because he gets the bonus and he's helping you. So it's the cooperation. So he's a total of 4 blues.
I'm helping you with 4 blues.
Oh, Jesus, hold on.
Yeah, I've got them added in there for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so I just have to add my own then.
Yeah, you just have to roll your skill.
Hold on, I just wanted to make sure I didn't. Okay, no, and add my own blues. Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of blue.
Yeah, and 3 of them were blanks.
But hey, they succeeded against a overwhelming amount of purple and red. I mean, an upgraded hard roll. As immediately, Cybel's playing with the dials and doing the controllers. It's like, I'm not finding anything. And you're just like, using the optics. You do that, if you don't have binoculars, you do that hand trick, where you make a rectangle in front of you. So it focuses your vision on the distance. And you clearly pick up.
That's what we need.
We will do it in gray. That the actual... Oh, we're not going to do gray. Gray does not contrast well at all. We're going straight black. Because I just made a gray circle right there and you barely even see it. And we're freehanding it. That the crash site is this green square here that covers miles.
What green square?
Yeah, I don't see.
There.
Oh,
Okay.
there
There
we
it
go.
is.
Apparently I had to let go of my doodle for it to pop up.
That was like the skid.
Well, not even
And
the skit, just the
you
spread.
clearly pick up there's something here and something here that's large.
That's what we see visually.
That's what you visually see standing on top of Old Blue, scooching out at the end of the scrap gun, sitting on that for height.
Cool.
And of course, part of the problem is, there's multiple signals on the frequency. You can clearly hear the distress signal. It's totally your pre-programmed distress signal that the ship gives off if the ship comes coming down on its own. It totally lets you know that there's possible survivors at the crash site.
Is there anything that differentiates one of these from the other?
Depends. What would you like to use your 3 advantage for?
To identify the I don't know, probably the engines versus the habitat.
The engines, conveniently, are the back half here. And it looks like more of the cargo and what would probably be command crew is in here.
Okay.
So that's going to be the mechanical stuff, and this is going to be the colonial stuff.
Okay, I'll point that out.
Yeah. I think we should check that out first.
Probably
As
check out survivors.
Force Cybele comes out saying, "I can't find shit," and you guys are like pointing.
Just look, dude.
It's
Just
everywhere.
look.
That's why you can't find everything.
Cyber regrets to inform you that I cannot pinpoint a location.
And
That
the
way.
problem is, there's like a shotgun spread of active signals coming back at you. And that's kind of what Cybele's problem is there's the distress signal.
So many.
Both half is shooting the distress signal from multiple transmitters. So there's just this overwhelming pulse of radio information coming from that general direction. Some teeny tiny pods are saying, please rescue us. Passenger possibly on board. Because our technology isn't cool enough to tell you for sure if there's someone on the pod or not. Don't you hate when the AI is programmed to eject all the life pods upon crashing?
Okay, so for the next day, we'll switch it to life science and head in that direction, I guess, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
it's almost 6
Agreed.
o'clock, so do we want to stop here or what?
Yep, we're totally stopping here with the cliffhanger as you guys see the crash wreckage, and you're totally getting ready to roll out and set camp for the night and then head on out there.
Cool.
And best part is, we now get to see what the weather is like.
What?
Oh my god.
Holy Snikey, no winds. What is it with the
What?
north up here?
And
Maybe-
because there's no wind, it's getting even hotter, apparently.
Yeah, the heat, there's no clouds to break up the sun, so it's getting a little bit hotter. But the fact that you can clearly see the crash site. Damn, no winds.
They might start to be able to see us too. We might want to take that into account.
You know what I gotta say though? I can just scrap during the day because I do have cooling coils. So the heat ain't gonna matter.
I have a refrigeration. Hug me if
Exactly.
you need to cool off.
Does that reduce it or eliminate it?
Oh yeah, no, it says does not suffer any negative effects from extreme heat.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so basically, if there was moisture in the air, there could be condensation. Unfortunately, there's no moisture in the air. Oh, good lord, if you put a fan next to Cybele, you could use Cybele as a cooling device.
Everybody cuddles up next to her.
Cybele,
Cybele's a swamp cooler.
Cybele did not agree to this.
put
Cybele
your
does not
hands
want
and
this
legs
attention.
in a formation and run a fan through the arms and legs. We need an HVAC tech. Cybele's been hurt. So you guys will totally get 20 experience. You now know exactly where you're going. You may or may not have noticed in the Skype chat I posted a bunch of stuff, but there was the member for Winter. We're jumping over to Android as a corporate espionage crew.
That's in 2 weeks.
In
is the first game of that?
That would be on the 24th. We'll start that. So Christmas Eve, if you guys are up for session 0 on then.
Yeah.
So we
which means
still
we
have
got
next
two
week
left in
is
this
the
one?
last. No,
Oh,
It
next.
means we have one less. One.
So
man.
next session is the last session. So spend everything you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should totally be talking about Android if anybody has anything they specifically want for your corporate espionage operatives. Like, I'll totally throw out the vote in the chat on Facebook.
I don't have a Patreon
corporation?
account. That's why.
Well, that would be why then, because none of y'all, not even Kevin or David, signed up for any of the slots. So let me know if you want to play a game. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to play.
I signed
Yeah,
up.
I
did
thought
sign
I
up
did
for that.
too. I guess
I
that's my bad.
didn't remember seeing one for signing up.
I did the voting. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely did the voting.
No, I don't have an account, so yeah.
I'm assuming all of you want to play it. That's the assumption.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
Yes,
that is a good assumption. I just
it
don't
is
remember
it is
seeing
a
the sign
solid
up.
assumption. I mean, like in the Friday game, I know Kelly and Scott are going to be dropping out for winter because life and stuff.
I would join, but I got my daughters 3 weekends a month. So.
Hey, that's good though.
Wait, what's up with this session?
It's like a real life thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with the other game, James?
Oh, in my Friday game, 2 of the players are having to back out for work-life balance and stuff.
Wait, which for the
Friday night one, the winter
game?
one that will be starting.
Oh.
Yeah, Scott and Kelly are going to have to be dropping at least temporarily from that one.
Aw.
At least
on
for
the
the
bright side,
foreseeable
if
future.
you want, I can come back to that.
You are more than welcome, you know that. So probably in a few days I'll be posting on Patreon for the ones that have openings, which I think is the Friday and Thursday are the only ones that have open seats. So I will totally give you the heads, just put your name on the list anyway for the Friday one. So that means there's only one open seat. But take a peek at the books and look, especially on the Worlds of Android, which is the big fluff book. It basically they took all the card game info and put it in one pretty massive, beautiful book with lots of artwork. But think about for corporate espionage group of what corporation you guys want to work with, because each of the corps are completely different and focus on different shit. You could go with the cloners, you could go with the Biroids, you could go with the news network. That would be a scary corporate one. You guys would have a Lois Lane that you're constantly rescuing.
What was that? I think I suggested something. I can't remember what though. If it comes back to me, I'll remember.
We've got
like,
a month
it had
to
something to do with
brainstorm and
being
stuff.
in the underworld and I don't know, whatever. Anyway.
But take a look-see at the books.
Yeah, I'm looking on Patreon and I don't see anything about joining the game.
It should be. I think I actually put the link in Patreon there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the link. It's just the vote.
Yep. Yeah, that's just to the vote.
Sorry, I think I meant to put on that one to say if you want a seat, put your name on it. Or I was just assuming all of y'all were re-upping.
No. Yeah.
Main thing being all of y'all were probably re-upping is the assumption.
For this one,
I can. I can.
Oh, I take it back. If you click the hyperlink up at the very top for the Patreon game too, and you scroll down, that's where you said make a comment if you want in.
Oh.
And it looks like Evan was the only one who responded.
Poor Evan's going to be playing all by himself.
I thought so.
Well, Evan, good luck in. I don't know. I have no. I need to read up on that because I have no idea about the setting at all.
It's
Me
basically
neither.
your typical cyberpunk setting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the basic that I know about it. Other
Yeah.
than that, I have
Android is
absolutely
a
no clue.
very generic cyberpunk. It's a little less
Yeah.
gritty than cyberpunk.
Yeah, Anshin, if I remember correctly, we're doing this because of you.
Yeah.
It came up because you kept talking about Cyberpunk. It's like, oh, well, let's just do an Android one. I think you'll really like that.
Well, I like cyberpunk. What can I tell you? You know,
Oh,
And for those that want to be all chromed out, definitely peek in which is the book? It's one of the first ones I posted. More
What,
Than Human.
can't,
Check
I
out
can't
More
bring
Than
back my
Human.
Cam Tiller.
Hey, you can totally be the skeezy detective who got kicked off the force and joined a corporate security team.
The incredibly
could,
corrupt yet disgustingly competent detective.
You were the
I could bring Dante back.
skeezy guy that everybody could actually count on in their own special way.
Can I bring Dante back? I love that guy.
I was gonna say Dante with all his Rico Suaveness. So one big thing with New Angeles, the city, it's basically South America. So there's totally the
Ecuador.
locals. Yeah, Ecuador. The locals who have been disenfranchised, henceforth the disenfranchised. But you could be,
Franchisto.
I think the big question will be what corporation are we picking? So you may want to look at those in the player's handbook, Genesys Shadow of the Beanstalk. They've got the special, because you know how every setting has a special shtick, like obligation, things like that. In that one, it's small and big favors. And the big thing is, like, when you do favors, they're for corporation or groups. So I'll basically just take all the corporations and factions and put them there as your options. And if you look in that section, it gives you the skinny of pretty much what every corp stands for. Like there's
Okay.
the super creepy cloners that may or may not, in fact, have super psychic clones at their disposal. And if you pick as your species to be a biroid or a clone, you can
Get
totally...
ready for racism.
There is that. You can totally pick, whether you have in fact have some of the stigmas that they're bred specifically to have, like subservience and shit like that. Because if you pick, say, the cloners, you in fact may be the psychic super secret clones they don't talk about. Think about it. If you're their special crack squad, I mean, and in fact, if you wanted to borrow the psionic rules from this setting in Salvage, that would totally work. If you choose that corporation. I mean, other than that, that corporation would hunt you down and kill you if you got out there. Unless you were adopted by another group, protected by them. And there is that talent of license to carry, I think it's called. You may definitely want to look at that one, because there's nothing nicer than being able to walk around with submachine guns on you.
Okay.
It's a low tier talent, but it lets you legally carry around firearms.
And the law is an issue.
Yeah, the cops are an issue. Especially those corrupt ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, big question, like I said, is going to be what corporation. So I'll probably, before the end of the night, post that one out there. And
Okay.
on Patreon, the other games that have open seats, I'll be posting that tomorrow evening. Because I don't think I'll have time to do it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a slacker.
I know.
yeah. No kidding.
Got to catch up on a bunch of shit.
Are the characters starting out as beginners or with any experience?
Let's start them out as beginners to see what your characters look like, and then we will totally have an excuse for extra credit experience for the group with a little background information.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll totally do like I did with this one of like, here are some options. Pick some, and once you've picked, I will give you bonus experience. Because you guys are going to be an actual competent group, so I got to at least throw you some experience there.
We're going to be a nominally competent group.
So expect
We'll see about actual.
Expect at least a solid, 60-ish experience to fall in your laps.
Whew.
It'll probably
Sure.
be like 75 because I want you to be really competent, but especially
Getting
since
towards night level play at that point.
the company will like
Halfway
push a
there.
button, and in your secret headquarters a weapons rack will open up, and there'll be some generic items that you have access to. Yes, I'm totally going to take 1,000 credits for each of you and go shop on a shopping spree for gear. Don't break it, or you bought it. Because it's cyberpunk corporate shit. You got to have some gear.
All right. Well, that all sounds fun.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And don't forget, I did not put in there 20. Oh, I did put it in 20 experience.
You did.
Yes, so make sure you spend it, and then we'll find out what's on this ship.
Oh boy.
Right. All right, then, y'all. Good night. Thank you.
All right, have a
Adios.
good night, guys.
Later, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Night. See ya.
See if I can get. Okay, there we go.